Alrighty. Hello, hello. Okay. Hee.
Where is this supposed to be?
Bloody weather.
Oh.
So anyway, hi, Dad. Yeah, hi. Was that about your argument with Tara and the Emporium?
Irrelevant.
No, let's talk
This
about your boyfriend.
madman, Cora.
Yes.
He has completely reshuffled the cards. Now we not only have to deal with the High Ones, but also with him and his fanatics. However, there's also good news. You have probably seen it already.
You managed to reconstruct the beacon?
Physically, yes. And we also know how it works now, and how it can put an end to the cycle.
How?
It is easier than we thought. The beacon was constructed for one thing, to destroy the High Ones. Once reconstructed, infused with energy and activated, lit,
Okay,
as the
but-
Pyreans called it, it can
Answer me
banish the
this.
High Ones from this
How
plane
does
of
a
existence.
beacon destroy?
It blows them away. Were you never listening to me and Tara? She's like, oh yeah, your fucking thing will blow the high ones away. That's just so much sense. And it was all funny. Anyway, here I thought things were going to be complicated.
It is complicated if you try to understand how it works. You know that the High Ones are not made of flesh and blood as we are. Essentially, they can be compared to the cold or to shadows. Omnipresent elements,
people
yet we
fucking
cannot
hide.
touch them. Energy, if you will. However, there is a counterpart to each energy. Cold and fire, shadow and light. The High Ones and the beacon.
The beacon is some kind of a counterpart to what the high ones are.
Yes. Imagine a torch driving away the darkness in the moment it is ignited. This is what the beacon can do, except that the banishing will be permanent.
Sounds good. So what's keeping us from lighting it, shutting us from reaching the sources?
Yes, as I said, it needs to be infused with energy before it can be lit. I take it you have noticed the 3 sockets on its base. They
Sorry,
are what
I'm
it draws its power
Somewhat
from.
distracted by having to keep an
Once
eye
they
out
are
for the
filled,
pizza.
the beacon
delivery
can be
person.
ignited and the High Ones will be undone, once and for all. At least, if the old writings are true. The only thing left for us to find out is what these energy sources are. But we are close. Give the Arcanists some more time and I will let you know if there's any news. In the meantime, get equipped accordingly. Some of the Nerah have landed already, and outbreaks of the Red Madness become more and more frequent as we speak.
What I was trying to say was, I was wanting to make sure that my voice is recording because earlier today I went to record a 4.5 of this because that entire session, like halfway through, ate shit.
Oh no.
I went to re-record it and it was me on my own and talking and blabbering, making my ass out of myself and being stupid. I wasn't shit in the ass. I was just being dumb. And I was like, okay, I finished it up. The recording itself, fine. The game audio, fine. My voice, the OBS was like, I don't know what your microphone is, and it shut it off. So it's just...
Well, that would explain the titles of It's Still Broken and I Give Up.
No. It's Still Broken is the proper episode. The 0.5s are not up yet.
Oh,
This was
okay.
a new thing, and I was like, I did it earlier today, and I was like, oh, I'm not re-recording it. You're getting an episode of this, the clean game audio of all this. So anyway, the Trutessa mentioned something about what happened in Kira. What did she mean by that? Are we gonna talk about your war crimes now, Dad?
Well, it's only fair to tell you. You've always been honest to me, so I will do the same. Have you ever heard of the Night of the Thousand Fires?
Yeah, it was a big war crime. Vaguely.
Between 8,192 and 8,202, there was an underground movement in Kira called the Red Half Moon. They were brought into being by a group of intellectuals and philosophers who, under all the freedom of thought Saldrine granted them, started questioning the reign of the Golden Queen, and thus the Lightborn themselves. Saldrine saw himself as the god of knowledge, and accordingly he reigned his country. In Kira, no opinion is forbidden, which is why it is home to countless magic schools and universities, where people do nothing but discuss the reason for being all day long. An appealing thought if you hear it for the first time, but a cunning people isn't easy to reign. There have been more revolts and riots in Kira than bones in a graveyard, and the Red Half Moon was the worst of them.
So the Red Half Moon tried to end behind the gods, just like your son did, right?
Correct, just as my son did. But other than him, they fought like cowards. Terror, dust crystals planted in the marketplaces, and assassinations, you name it. If they killed innocents, they blamed the Golden Queen, and if they killed her soldiers, they celebrated themselves as liberators. However, they never succeeded in putting her down, and neither did she in destroying them, which is why the court turned to the Lightborn for help. A division of the Holy Order led by me, a young keeper of barely 30 winters.
Hey, I'm barely 30 winters.
Yeah, you happy 30th birthday, Uni.
Oh wait, no, sorry. I'm 29 winters. 39 springs. Or 30 springs at this point.
Okay, sorry, legally.
Still.
Happy 30th.
Still.
This is a good timing to have this story.
Still.
Are you celebrating?
Yeah.
So if I don't commit a war crime by like February, then I'll have a better life than Telor.
You'll have better.
You already have a better life than Telor.
You'll have been a better person than Telor or Raphael. By not
You're
committing a
already
war
better
crime.
than Telor around Theo. I don't know what you're talking about.
So why did you have to come all the way from Enderal to the Order have bashed
Not to be taken seriously. You know, not everywhere is the Order as present as here on Enderal, or as it once was on Nerah. In Kira, we were ridiculed. I saw the Kiranian keepers who served the Golden Queen. A bunch of decadent gluttons who had dedicated themselves to the court's banquets rather than to the will of the gods. They were pathetic.
You do remember that the gods are fake, right?
Yeah, I see. So
A moon after our arrival, we received an anonymous tip on where one of the half-moon bases was supposed to be located, in a small coastal village. As we entered it, we were greeted by the township's elders, and the villagers themselves had gathered behind them. You should have seen how they stared at us, as if we were plunderers. I should have seen by then that something was wrong.
how come the villagers feared you? Did you know they were pregnant?
Yes, but if there was one thing the Red Half Moon was good at, it was sowing lies. According to them, we were nothing but butchers who executed everyone unable to recite the revelation word for word.
So let me guess, the entire thing was a big trap.
That's what they wanted us to think, and they did a good job at that. A veiled person here, an archer on the rooftops there. I got nervous, because villagers are not, they bested us in numbers, and they had kettled us. Then a man seemed to charge at us, and I gave the order to draw weapons. It was just the spark they needed.
So it came to a fight. War crime.
No, not a fight. A massacre. The villagers had pitchforks and shepherd staffs, and we had shadow steel swords, let alone the fact that we were trained warriors. I realized that I had made a mistake a split second after it started, but it was too late by then. My men, they slaughtered them all, like pigs. At the end of the day, 300 people were dead, and only 10 of them were keepers.
And you couldn't do anything at all to stop the fight?
Have you ever been in a big battle? Even if my men would have stopped, the villagers were blinded with rage and panic. No. From the moment I gave the order, it was too late.
So, Red Half Moon took us all up. I get it, but why? Why would they want an entire village slain?
Well, what better proof of the Lightborn's cruelty is there than a division of keepers who, out of pure wickedness, slaughtered an entire village, women and children included? If the people had already distrusted us before that distrust had turned into hatred, then nothing could have changed that, not even the Golden Queen's heralds. We set sail back to Enderal a week later. 2 years after that, the Red Half-Moon destroyed itself due to infighting. Ironic, isn't it?
Well, you should have kept your calm.
I should have, yes. The Lightborn and the Grandmaster back at that time showed the compassion I wouldn't grant myself. But I learned one thing, and that is that I will never again let fears about my own life influence my decisions. What happened in Kira was the consequence of my own cowardice, and my unwillingness to give my life for a just cause. That will never happen again.
So he kind of overcorrected himself.
Yeah, now he went too far the other direction. Anyway, that's time to talk about Dad's war time. So let's go check in on Shelly. Who am I kidding? We all know she's dead.
Oh boy.
Excuse me, I want to jump this wall. Can I jump this wall? Maybe my character will glitch with her arms in the air. Forwarding quarter. Okay. And let's go into the place. No match.
To the place.
Yeah, into the house. I do know how to talk. It's just I talk very bad.
Nah, it's okay. Words are hard.
No, dude, word good. How do word good? That's the correct one.
How do?
How do word good?
What does one do?
Hello.
In a bed, sorry.
Yeah, so's mine. Don't worry.
Malfest's blessings.
Sorry, I can tell I have to tell you stuff. Anyway, Uni, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're ready. Oh, I'm sure I am actually recording. Happy birthday
Potatoes,
to you.
garlic, just where did I put it?
Oh, Quokka!
Sorry.
Hard
I'll
times.
finish another time. I'm sorry.
Prophetess, are you in there?
Yeah.
There are... Kirash,
Hey, asshole.
why? What have you done?
I don't know why you're faking being so upset when you're not clearly this upset. I could ask you the same thing, by the way. Strange coincidence. You're
Watch
here.
your tongue, Shari. Be glad that the blood is already dry, or else you'd be nothing but a pile of bones by now. Forgive
Bones.
me.
Yeah,
I just can't believe it.
man.
Anyone
Fry
but
it.
Lashari.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes,
Yep.
Yes,
Just
I know.
up and fry,
Yeah.
up and fry.
but she was a good woman.
Yes.
She sure
Know
was.
that we're not involved.
It's like she was the
So please
really
tell
only
me
the
why
good
you and
reason to play
Lashari
this
wanted
game.
to meet up here.
Hey,
Were the
Uni,
two of
why
you...
don't you
No!
I wasn't aware Lashari
Wow.
liked women, too.
Unfortunately, it wasn't like that. I know I'm a big bye, but I'm trying to romance Kalia and Jaspar both. That's what I'm going for. OT3.
OT3.
So why?
OT3.
Unfortunately, the game doesn't permit it, so yeah, we'll tell you the truth. We might as well just get this all out here. Mostly because I could smell you, traitor. It seems there was a traitor in RX-701 and someone from among her own ranks. Lashari wanted to tell me who was behind the assault of Eldon Grad.
What? Then this bastard got wind of it.
I enjoy watching
Oh,
the reaction.
Kirash, Lashari, why the secrecy?
Making all these lies.
Maybe the murderer has left a clue. We have to search.
Drugs.
Drugs.
I don't think the sword's in her body.
What's this? Let me see.
It's no longer
Yes!
anymore.
This could be our clue.
sorry.
No, certainly not.
She doesn't do the hard
But come to
part.
think about it, it doesn't really help us either. There are so many dust addicts in Ark, it would take years just to count them.
Including Jaspar.
Oh, by the name of the sun,
Not yet.
I
Soon.
will inform you.
Shouldn't we keep searching?
Yes, you do that. But come back to the temple as soon as you're finished, alright? The Archmagister has found something out about those sources we need for the beacon. Even though we paid a high price for it.
I'm sorry, I didn't let you have your romance just how it is. Everything was better in the
I wouldn't.
Yeah, sorry.
I just don't see the fucking point.
Is it?
The sword is... Shouldn't the sword be in her?
Burst into tears.
It sometimes is and sometimes isn't because this is kind of physics.
Looking for steel. Stew.
Okay,
Roast pork.
that I
Anyone?
accept.
So what I did also, I'm going to tell you
I
now.
really need that new herbal essence for my hair.
Stories is when I got to this part. I went and
Evening.
picked up Shari's body, dragged
Hello.
her downstairs, and
My
put her onto
day.
Spar's table over here and went,
Potatoes
"Why did you do
gone.
this to
Evening.
Spark?" And she stayed there actually for quite a long time. Her body was just there, and I was like, what? Because the game was like, I don't need to clean this cell. I only need to clean like this little portion, and it doesn't clean up anything that's not in there anymore.
Are you able to revive her with a console command?
No. Oh, I mean,
Are you sure?
I could. She could be standing there naked, but that's not worth it. Especially now. I promise you, it's not worth it anymore.
I mean, you could, like, revive her and then have her follow you around as a companion, right?
I wish.
I would rather not, given though Swirl does have already something that does that kind of, which is a Pharasmalist, and they have, like, the soul, I guess, following them around.
Well,
And it's
comes
kinda
a point
dark
Oh.
because
when
the
you just have to
strong
live with it.
implication is you
One
basically
day, Nerah.
enslave their soul. Yeah.
One day.
I don't want to be a Pharasmalist. They're like the really,
just don't
really, I
respect
guess,
the
if you think about it, too much super fucked magic.
Over here.
Like, Nerah trips balls and turns into a bear. The Pharasmalist is like, yes, your soul belongs to me and will now help me, you know. But I also don't hear Lashari's soul, you know, wooing around. Lasharia got the fuck out. She was like, I have no more use for this world.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that.
Well, I was gonna ask for the one with clothing.
Leah, what are you
Fuck
doing?
this shit, I'm out.
No, not Kalia. Just, like, the model of the Shard. Oh.
She was laying here on the floor. And she's
Are you okay?
Hi, Kalia.
Cleo, are you okay? Do you need help?
Are you cramping?
Um.
Oh, do you need pain meds? I've got pain meds on me. Shit. I know what's wrong. Fuck. I have to fix something.
Whoops.
And we're gonna have a little bit of a technical difficulty moment. I realized why my character's animation is all fucked up. I'm gonna fix that really quick. I did something and then I forgot to fix it. Really quick. I forgot to turn it back on.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, I forgot to turn it. Yeah, I forgot to turn it back on. Because I had to reset something because the game got patched recently, so yeah. And I'll also remember. I'm sorry, I just saw the screenshot of Gun Boy and his guns in the Discord game. And how ridiculous that was. It was also great the fact that I was standing there trying to take screenshots of this, and people were coming into the room that like had no idea how to do this little mini dungeon, and were just like, "What's in here?" And then they realized, "Oh, I was just a dude standing in here for no apparent reason."
For no apparent reason.
There was about 8 people in there.
Suspicious.
8 people running out, and then another 10 people inside the spider room going, fuck is this? I hate this puzzle. Things picking it up. Okay, great. Sorry, I fixed the thing. I was like, why is this wrong?
Or at least we think so.
No, I know what it was. It's because I had something deactivated that I needed to have activated. Because I deactivated it to update it. And then, yeah, really quick. Because it was just like it wasn't a major file update, it was just like a minor one. I had it just flip it back on.
It's funny how even the most minor of patches end up having to play the hugest wall and things.
This is just if I don't fix that, a bunch of things will stop playing, right? Like a bunch of little animations, and it'll be annoying when somebody just goes up to something and T-poses. It's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Or you could have cases like, remember the whole really cool... Hey, game, there you go.
Game, please.
I guess we're kind of glitching out still. It's activated now. Sorry, I'm trying to fix this.
Hi, Pep.
Hi, Boo.
The fabled prodigy.
Yes, fabled prodigy, and dog won't shut up.
I hope you can live up to what they say about you. I really do.
There we go, we fixed it. Okay. I was like, I can tell something's wrong by the sword alone. No. Don't bark.
Ruff.
Don't encourage her to share. I called you Boo Boo, and I was like, was this a slight hesitation before I said mare?
Boo Boo, huh?
That's the dog's name. She's Boo Boo. She's the
Boo Boo.
boo to the boo.
The prodigy, huh?
Boo-boo.
Apparently we
If it isn't the
owe you
prophet,
for the shards
what's
of this
wrong?
sigil
You look
stone.
troubled.
I didn't think I
You
would
know,
ever say this,
Lashari's
but
dead.
thank
Someone
you.
fucking stabbed her.
I know. Shah Rim has already told me. I hardly knew her, but it's horrible. Different ideologies or not, she was a fine young mage, and her knowledge of the Pyreans was impressive. We need to find the ones who did this, and fast. But you probably already know that. Thank Malphus we just had a breakthrough with the beacon.
Yeah, Yuslin told me about that. Does that mean we now know what's missing?
At least as far as the sockets go, yes. In the old tablets you found in old Dothugrad, there's talk of black embers, which are supposed to be some kind of energy supply for the machine.
Black embers. Any clue what those could be?
This is what we've been asking ourselves over the past few weeks, and then it fell like pelt from our eyes. The Pyreans were talking about the Black Pearls. Old jewels, sometimes known as Blackstones. They appeared for the first time in the Golden Era, and every self-important noble literally fought to get one in his possession. Apparently they originated from Stormwind, the old city in the heart of Arctwind. They changed owners for decades, sometimes by violence, sometimes by gold. The whole thing only stopped when the owners took note of an undesirable side effect, if you like.
I'll guess the stones were cursed.
No, at least not with any known magic. And that's what's so strange about it. Nevertheless, all of their owners eventually shared the same fate. Countess Catua from Nerah, for example, whose castle burnt down to its foundations. According to a survivor of this tragedy, she was to blame for that. He claimed that he saw her the night it happened, laughing hysterically and dancing in the dining room and summoning waves of fire all around her. She was not previously known to have any magical talent in her.
So these jewels somehow gave them magical powers.
Correct. Plus, all of them eventually showed similar symptoms of delusion, like those possessed by the Red Madness do. A peculiar coincidence, if you ask me.
Yeah, well, it don't sound like a coincidence to me. They're definitely connected.
Wherever you
Yeah,
look,
it's, you know,
where
no
is this
coincidence.
supposed to lead?
Anyway, what's one way to put it? What happened once word got out to the public that the stones were super cursed?
Not quite. They...
Super
Those
cursed.
who owned a pearl tried to get rid of it, or lock it up somewhere safe, and eventually they fell into oblivion.
Dad, Lord.
Tell her your theory, Archmagister.
Yes, of course. We believe that the stones carry energy, pure, uncontrolled magic, and that the High Ones use them for their own purposes.
You mean the High Ones use these pearls deliberately to drive people into madness?
Correct. The pearls' magic make their owners powerful, but the High Ones befoul them, so to speak. Like a poisoned potion. I know it sounds odd, but the parallels are too striking to ignore. The red shimmer in the victim's eyes, the slow descent into madness, and ultimately this irrational, destructive act of violence.
But all this happened centuries ago, didn't it? I thought the High Ones only just appeared for the cleansing.
That's what we thought too, but it seems that we were wrong. Maybe the High Ones never leave our planes at all, even after the cleansing. Maybe they are even part of this world, just like the tides or the elements. And the death of the gods is only what really sets them rolling, so to speak.
What do the High Ones get out of it, though?
That's a question I've been asking myself since we first learned of the cycle. Who knows? Maybe they like for us to suffer. Or maybe they see us as we see ants, whose lives simply mean nothing. Or maybe the very concept of intentions is meaningless to them.
Anyway, so the magic that blaze blackstones could give the beacon the juice it needs.
That's what we think, yes. Nothing else in this world possesses that much raw power.
Blazes.
Which is why you will find them for us.
Hope he knows what he's doing.
If High Ones poison these stones, wouldn't it be dangerous to bring them here?
No, because we know what we are dealing with. Unlike those who fell victim to the stones. Imagine them as a powerful, magical sword. A fool won't know how to wield it and will eventually cut himself with it. A seasoned warrior, however, can use its power for his purposes. Which doesn't mean, however, that we will be careless with them.
God, you're full of shit, dude.
What we need is their energy. And once we have transferred that to the beacon, their shells will be useless to the High Ones.
Is this supposed to find out more about the
No, we
I
won't
don't
make
think-
mistakes because we know better than everyone else.
shortly before the
We're
cleansing?
so much smarter.
That's your area of expertise,
Oh,
isn't
God.
it?
Well, I did study the
Anyway,
Chronicles, so I suppose
without
so,
the
yes.
energy of these stones,
What do you
we
need to
can
know?
use
Correct.
This
Okay,
Jackal,
and how are we supposed to
the
find
commander
them?
of
But you said they're
Delagar,
scattered
who
all over the
incited the
world.
conflict.
That's
what do you know
right.
about him?
But we don't need all of them.
Only what's
The
written.
beacon
in
has
the
3
lore.
sockets,
He was
and that is
a
how
fast
many of the
climber,
stones
and
we
he
will
wasn't born
acquire.
into the cast like most Sun Priests are.
Archmagister,
Wait, so you're saying he was no
I
dodo
studied
by
the history
blood,
of the
and
pearls
yet
as a
made it
young
to their
alchemist,
commander?
and I think that my notes
guys shut
might
up
give you
back
some
there.
hints as to where you should start looking.
They're having
Whatever
a
was
Give me until
necessary to gain
tomorrow.
him influence
By
and
then I
power
will have prepared the relevant
Yes.
excerpts.
person.
Huh.
Alright, anything else I
That
should know?
doesn't
Just
go
come to me
along
whenever you
well
have
with the
questions.
fact that he started this war against the
and hurry. I take it you have already noticed this,
you know,
but Nerimi's troops are roaming our land and building outposts, and the Red Madness is also getting worse as we speak.
I don't want to listen to this
That sounds
anymore.
more like
Anyway,
fanaticism.
so
No,
we're waiting
g-
for Marigil to do things. Let's continue.
Prophet.
Like something
The
an
sooner we
idealist
find
would
these
do.
stones, the better.
Yes, probably. But maybe something happened that caused a change of heart in him.
Starting. 'Cause we haven't
My
been
thoughts
there.
exactly.
It hasn't been a full day yet. But we're gonna continue and finish our mark on this world now. And then after that we will do Cuthbert's Legacy. And then we'll see if I can jam pack something from next week into this week's session. Hopefully I can. I hope. I really do.
Hopefully.
Unless the timing of that quest got moved. Because the timing of the quest that got moved, it'll be next week. I'm sorry. Because Annie would like the quest, kinda. Like, 50%.
Oh, that's good.
He'll 50% like the quest, and 50% hate it.
One of those thanks, I hate it kind of things.
Yeah.
Golly, this is gonna be interesting.
Okay, so anyway, let's get some sleep, and then we'll meet up with our girl Esme.
Okay.
Our new favorite best friend in this game.
She seems cool.
She's sweet, and I love her. She's done nothing wrong. Besides be sad. Her wife. Her ex-wife. But her spouse, partner,
The fabled
companion,
prodigy.
however you want to put it.
I hope you can live up to what they say about.
Okay, we'll see if I can get up to like 8 a.m. if that's enough. Hopefully the Dark Valley has its special weather going on when we get there.
I really do.
You're gonna be able to go through now.
When Malphus
Yeah.
ordered
So we'll come. Hopefully.
Oh, she'll be there. Don't worry. Esme will not run off this time ahead. Also, she should have new armor, so her boobies will not be out this time. I apologize. Because even I too was like, wait, what? What is this? You didn't do that last time.
Well met.
There you are. So anyway, Uni, you want to talk about tyranny more?
Oh, are we having a lag?
No, we're having a lull as I get over here to get to the Myra Tower to get to the Dark Alleys. So talk tyranny and talk fast.
Yeah.
I like.
He likes.
Well, I spent a lot of it just talking to the other NPCs. Like,
Well, yeah, you're gonna spend a lot of it talking to the other NPCs.
there's a lot of talking. I notice.
There's quite a lot of talking, unless you're an anarchist, at which point it turns into a lot of stabbing. Like, almost every conversation you have, for like a handful, will involve somebody being stabbed at something.
Your party members have so much to talk about.
They sure do. They have less to talk about than most party members, but they do have stuff to talk about.
I mean, they have a lot to talk about each other.
Oh man, they love to talk shit about each other.
They really do.
Walk blessed, my lady. Sure. Where to?
If you take an evil to morally, I don't know, questionable parties, not all of them are evil, some are just like really, really dark, chaotic goods at their best. And you tell them, so what do you think about your fellow party members? And they are like, fuck that guy in particular. But also fuck these people. That one's cool. This one, I want to punt them off the top of the giant spire we live on.
I think this one wants to eat me.
Oh, everyone says that about Killsy.
Yeah.
Everyone looks at Killsy and goes, I think she wants to eat us. I think the only person that might not do that off the top of my head is Verse.
I haven't talked to Verse about kills yet.
I don't remember if you can actually talk to Verse about everybody. No, you can, because Verse hates Siren.
Ooh.
Verse fucking hates the 15-year-old and wants to kill her. And it's because Siren gets into people's heads.
Oh.
And Verse does not like that. Verse is not chill with that in the slightest. Hi, Esme.
There you are. Oh, you have no idea how happy I am to
Verse is
see
at
you.
bad times with people who get into
Gives me
her
the
head.
chills. It has far too much shade.
Or she's seen other people have bad times.
Anyway, new
Yeah.
What? Oh, yeah, of course. If we're walking through a forest with tons of corpses, I thought a little more protection might come in handy.
Oh man, I appreciate
makes sense.
so much, by the way, because you change clothes about as much as Nerah does. No one else changes their outfits as much. Anyway, Shaylin, what?
Right. You wouldn't know. Shaylin Gar is a kind of Eterna legend. Or rather, an ancient Eterna faith. It roughly translates as, death isn't the end. Simply put, if a soul leaves this world, it leaves behind an echo, and how that person died determines how that echo feels to nearby people. In this place, well, you do the math.
Yeah, a lot of people died horribly tragically here, so it's not great. Anyway, interesting thought. I'm not gonna say it's
Indeed.
a position.
Anyway, shall we?
Let's not bully Esme. Anyway, let's go. You know where to find this castle?
Yeah, I bought ourselves a map at that old coot store in the Nobles District. Gaboff or something?
Don't insult the bomb man.
Here, this is where we are, and this is where the castle should be. Lead the way, will you?
Yeah, anyway, she's wearing much more armor now.
Mhm.
She knows now.
I don't think that you have changed your clothing as often as she does in this playthrough.
I do have one new outfit for this one. For the Forgotten Stories that I made, kind of. Because Nerah's been through 3 outfits already. This is her 3rd one.
Well, you've changed your
Yeah.
hair, I noticed.
Oh yeah, the hair got changed, but this is the point I changed it last time, was at the boat, after the island. Oh, that's right, I didn't do what I did, I ran the entire way up to the castle and pre-cleared it, so I just brought Esme there. It was really fast. This time we're gonna have to build it on the way up, but it's not like I'm
Oh well.
level 54.
Mm.
It's not like my shtick is big damage.
What are some Zambos gonna do to you?
You know, stab me, you know.
Um.
Shoot me, swarm me. Swarm me is the problem. Actually, no, not really. I just turn things. Okay, I thought this tree here, like how these leaves are colored, I thought it was a skeleton coming at me, and I was like, excuse me?
Excuse the fuck out of me? What? C'est quoi?
As we figured out, trying to BW2 diving off the griffins, intentionally trying to crash Discord. It doesn't like snow. There is actually a proper path to the castle, and I usually spend my time trying to cross the mountain. We're gonna switch, by the way. Here you are. Hello.
Oh no. You nearly hit that elk. Or that moose.
Also, yes, the game is some people not wanting to do it.
Oh.
They didn't like all this lighting for my connection. At which point I'm just gonna get mad and so it's
Oh boy, here we go.
Issuing edict.
game, if you're gonna do this for real, I'm usually mad. I will start shooting kills.
I think that's what the game wants you to do at this point.
Did you hear my hilarious joke?
No, I didn't hear your hilarious joke. I only heard
Oh. I said issuing edicts.
Oh shit, edicts. I mean, this is an edict. It's an edict of mini execution, I guess. Mini edicts of execution, which is kill everybody that I don't like. Not everybody in the valley, just everybody I don't like. So again, I have to check the thing. Let's see if it's gonna pick up the game. I'm sitting here watching the game on OBS, because OBS has to pick up the game first, and then I can do the thing. Come on, OBS, pick up. You're not picking it up this time. Come on. Game is here. Okay, I'll give you a You have a loading screen to pick up the game, OBS, and if you don't, I'm gonna be very mad at you. Because the game is here. Also, actually, you know what I'll do? I'm just gonna turn off the difficulty to minimum. We're just gonna play as easy as possible and haul ass through the valley. Well, the valley is cool. I wanna see if I can hook something else into this session from next session. It's just a little thing. It's not super long, but you will half like it. And it's very.
We've already spent a lot of time not playing this game.
What?
We've already spent a lot of time.
Okay, it's crashing again. We've already spent a lot of time not playing this game this session, yes.
Starting to get the feeling we won't have enough time to.
No, we must have enough time. It's okay if we leave on Angel. It's okay, because next week is scheduled on. Forwards and Pelica. Not next week. It's for I think the first quest in the queue actually for next week, next session, which is Dreams of the Dead. That's what I'm trying to bring into this session instead, because it's not super long. So OBS, you gonna pick it up this time? No. Okay, yeah, let's try again. Let's go. So, can you not crash this time? That would be delightful to me. So, are you sincerely, by the way, thinking about trying to betray and going fully anarchist?
I'm just thinking of what Dom would do.
Dom's answer is I don't like Nerah. I don't really like anybody. I only like me. Actually,
If he thinks that...
does he hate all of his party members, or...
No, of course not. They work for him.
Does he think of them as beyond anything as useful, or is that the only thing he thinks of as useful?
Mostly, yeah.
Mostly it's useful. Oh, no, you said Eb. He's like, Eb would be hot to him.
Well, yeah, there's that.
Yeah, you're not Chaos Child Larry, who is like, yes, verse, I want to kiss verse.
I mean, he also probably wants to kiss verse.
What was that about kissing Chris? I'm sorry, I actually had to be AFK and muted for a little bit because pizza showed up. Kid just want to kiss him.
She looks really great. She's got a cool mohawk thing going on. She's in a horrible evil way.
I wonder if she'll dislike it if I betray the voices.
There. You see that?
Or,
That
you know,
must be the
betraying the
castle.
chorus, I guess.
Now all that's left to do is find an entrance.
Let's not fall backwards onto the kitchen floor. That would be bad. I'm trying not to hurt myself in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
Please don't. Like, it's expensive to hurt yourself or die. Both are bad.
Yeah.
I love how I phrase that as it's expensive, not oh that
Well, that is the concern if you live in the US.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, you hurt yourself? Good luck having to recover.
Good luck. Oh shit, I gotta search on the side. Hold on.
Survive or perish. More like.
Remember that thing we fought the last time we did one of those quests in the basement? The purple guy?
Oh.
Or yeah, we're
Oh.
gonna have to fight another one of those, and he's just as bad.
Ooh.
Where's my... I can't remember what my magic...
Okay.
That's not what it is. So you tell I haven't played in a while that I don't know what spells are called. Protection. That's the right one. There's those. Spark back up. Just start shoving food in my mouth. Where's my cabbage? Because I know I can kill it.
Yes. Continue to shove the food in your mouth.
We'll eat my cabbage child. Finally.
Cabbage child.
Yeah, we declared the cabbage we found on the side of the road during the when we had to do the trial again. My child, and I carried it with me, and then I forgot about it. That's the end of it.
So what? You're saying that you're Kronos now?
Yes, I am Kronos.
Did your AI?
No, there's no guy here.
Ah. Oh no.
It's okay, I know, you have a hard time. You're not really cut out for this. You're really a bard. Like, legitimate, not magical bard. She just wants...
Like the ranger type bard, or?
She's not like a cool Pathfinder bard. She's...
Yeah, she has no magic. She's merely a person.
Yeah, she's like, I dance,
I am here. I am
I'm
just
trying
here.
my best, though, because I want to make sure.
I'd like to point out that the person who Octavia disintegrated for like 380 damage or something
Oh.
was a bard.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That it was you know that little village where you find the people who are like sowing discord for Iravetti?
Yes,
That whole town? Yeah, it was one of those guys. I didn't even give him a chance. Like, I saw him before the encounter started, and I just had Octavia cast Maximize Disintegrate, and it critted.
Holy shit.
And she had spell specialization, so she counted as 2 levels higher for Disintegrate.
All right, here we go.
That bard just died harder than anything else in the game.
Yeah.
Shit.
Wait, what? How?
Apparently she's really bad at at taking what she can dish out.
That was another one of those arcane guardians, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it must have reacted to you touching the door.
Then this must be some kind of defense mechanism Dal Mercer installed. We...
Game?
Oh.
Game?
The door was supposed to do that.
Okay.
What was that?
Alright.
That coin from the manor. I dropped it.
I'm sorry, I'm not
And it
actively
reacted
looking
with
at my
the
phone
barrier.
right now.
Okay, so the coin reacted with the barrier.
Trying to make sure soda doesn't splash all over me.
On the right track, what's going on?
Yeah.
Esme, don't be so sad. It's okay. Everything will be fine. I promise. Oh god, I have to do a lot of reading at one point.
Aha. Success.
We can trade off paragraphs if you want.
We could, but I don't know how much you'll be able to see through the Discord if you can see it clearly enough.
Well, if it's like a Skyrim book, then maybe.
It's a proper book.
Quite
We'll
dark,
see.
isn't it? Hang on a moment.
So you have a torch on that one.
Much better.
Oh shoot.
Lead the way.
Didn't realize the phone was that high.
Okay, you do have a torch. I was like, what do you mean much better?
Marius, greetings. Is this her? The 7th?
Yes.
Welcome, sister. You have no idea how happy I am to see you.
Thanks.
Follow me. Madame will read from the tablet soon.
Are you okay? Why did you stop?
I just had another version. Version. What the fuck? Dal Mercer and Tara were here. Some woman received them.
Huh? What did they say? Did you hear?
She said that Tara was the 7th and that someone would be reading from the tablets soon.
Tablets? Probably some kind of sermon. Either way, we should push on. With a bit of luck, Tara and the others are still here.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
Let's not tell Esme this place is reserved.
You sweet summer child.
Yeah, my sweet, sweet son. So she's probably allergic. Oh, shit,
another statue of this woman. Who is she? Some kind of goddess?
It's kind of what people have been asking for years now. Why is this first thing that happened in the game just never fully explained?
Oh, damn it! Does this never end?
No. Apparently does not.
Welcome to my job, Esme.
Yeah, she's used to, like, you know... Okay,
Oh well. Of course. They needed a source of fresh water.
Yes, I can smell it too.
It must be the lost ones. The river must have carried some of them right into the cavern. Damn it. What do we do now? The water we have in stock won't last us longer than 2 moons at most.
It will last long enough.
How do you know? We've been waiting for the 7th for 5 years, Taya. 5 years! What if the cycle ends before we can take the final step? She has become weaker. I can feel it. And I know there's something...
Marlin, calm down. She said that the Eternal would come. And so she will.
They know about the cycles.
Yep.
Yes?
Shit.
I had another vision about Esme. It seems like these people spend a lot of time waiting for Nerah.
Waiting? What do you mean?
Well, they said that they've been waiting for the 7th for over 5 years.
Huh. I don't really know what to say. Let's just push on for now, okay? We can muse about the meaning of all this later.
I'm lost, Esme. I don't remember. I think it's just go yeah, it was escape. This one might just have... Oh yeah, the fragment. Staff. I think just like... sorry, it has stuff in here that's used.
Looks like some kind of assembly room, doesn't it? This is where they must have held their masses.
They went and built the Golden City Qatar. Verily, it became as glorious as she foretold. Towers of gold reached high into the sky. Music resonated from every alley. And only the freshest fish, the best bread, and the finest spices filled their banquets. Decades passed, centuries. But the more time went by, the more a certain sadness took hold of the cadavers. The meals filled their bellies, but the dining gave them no pleasure. They dressed in the noblest of garments, but they did not smile at their beauty. No, all they could think of was the hollowness of their lives. What was there to fight for if the world was free of blemish? What value had pleasure if it was there in abundance? Why live if there was no death? All of these thoughts loomed above them like a blanket of black clouds. They then... Oh, Sister Mildred, would you be so kind as to recite the next passage? I need some rest.
Of course, brother. And so it was that she finally saw her mistake. Man was not made for eternal bliss. Only when enjoyed in brief moments would he appreciate it, contrasted with the heartaches of his brief life. And so she smote Kadath. Acid rained from the skies, winds brought plagues, and the earth itself opened and devoured the golden towers and the cities of Kadath into an abyss of fire. And it was there, on the embers of this once so glorious city, that she created the new order. She created hatred. She created pride. She gave birth to fear. She gave birth to suffering. And she created the cycle, and with it, hope. The seed had been sown.
It happened again, didn't it? What did you see?
A lot. So let's tell it all to Esme.
Oh boy.
Then we were right. These people were some kind of cult. But why? Terra was never pious.
Have you ever heard this myth before about Kadath, the Golden City?
No.
And what do you think about this? The myth, I mean.
Well, what should I think about it? It's a myth, like any of 1,000 others. I still find it hard to believe that Terra fell for this nonsense. She was many things, but never gullible.
What now?
Good question. Places. How did this even happen? Why am I even here in the temple of some crazy cult, looking for my former companion? I did something wrong, didn't I? I mean, I tried so hard, you know? I wanted to be there for you, but apparently it was all for nothing. All of it.
We all make our own choices. Whatever Terra did, you're not to blame.
I know. It's just... sometimes it's hard. Anyway, we still need a hint as to where they went. Come on, let's keep looking.
The Veiled Woman is bigger than the High Ones, it sounds like.
Yeah. I would bet what? This part, this should be just the next step, yeah.
Was Kadath also the place where they had those, like, be where you would have, like, the best possible life? Or is that something else?
What did you just say? 'Cause you got cut off partway through it.
Is Kadath also the place where those elixirs were made?
No, it was made in the place where my character's half, well, her mother was from, Eraziel.
Hmm.
What is it?
So look, I found something. Some kind of map. It looks like the southeast of Enderal, I believe. That's the powder desert.
Show me.
It's full of bad things.
You're right. The tomb, the last step. What in blazes is that supposed to mean? Damn it, this whole cultist babbling is really starting to get on my nerves.
I guess we'll have to find out. According to the map, the tomb should be near Duneville.
Duneville. That's the miners' town, isn't it? Alright then, let's go straight away. Do you have a teleport scroll to get back to Ark?
Yeah.
Good. I'll stock up on provisions in the marketplace, and then push on to Duneville. I say we meet there.
So it's another way today, but we were going to go ahead and wait that day. Actually no, we'll do at least the first chunk of Cthulhu's Legacy.
She's gonna go to Duneville by herself, huh?
She's gonna go wait for you at Duneville by herself after she stocks up on the I'm trying to...
Do you have to pass through any of the desert to get there?
I know where she's at. She's outside.
The murder desert?
She's just outside of Duneville, but we're gonna do Cthulhu's Legacy, which is also in Duneville.
What I'm asking is, like, what are the odds that she would have actually survived the trip to Duneville?
Oh, fine. She just takes the Myra and then she's like waiting
Oh.
outside when she gets there. You'll see where she's at when she gets there finally, because we're gonna do that quest first. The happiest quest in the game here. Just take a little detour into this while we wait today. So yeah, that's kind of fun. Actually, I could take my teleport scroll or use the Myra and go, which would be faster. So let's do that. The rest of my scrolls that I have on me are full
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city.
Oh, thank God you saved me. From whatever that guy was talking about.
What did you hear?
Heed my words, O path-abiding people.
Oh, it's just the Herald. He's saying the same things over and over again. He's not really exciting, and I can't kill him, so I can't shut him
Well, really? You can't even kill command him?
I mean, I probably could delete him. I could mark him for deletion and leave, and he'd be gone. But that's, that's for especially, ungodly creations that refuse to die. Mostly ones in the desert.
Yes, the usurpers. The usurper king and queen.
It's the ghosts of Nem and Shoal going, why don't you
Madame?
finish your story?
Yes? Walk blessed, my lady. Sure. Where to?
So much to do, so little time.
Because he'd be like, oh, wow, this is annoying. And I have to do the transport twice.
You gotta find some eggs.
No eggs. Thank God, no eggs. We're finding something else, though. We are looking for something. You're not wrong. But it's a little bit more fun, and the annoying things I had to collect for it, I have already put in the chest, or one thing I did console spawn in because I just don't have the crafting skill to make it, and I don't want to have to go, you know, forcibly get the crafting skill and then find the materials. No, not doing that. I do. Is that right? So, getting inside the Duneville proper. I think I might have crossed this one time when it was nothing, and it was my very first time when we first streamed this, initially. So yeah. I think I moved all of those also to unlisted, so they're not there anymore. But this has always been here, it just had nothing attached to it until now. What I'm talking about is this little junker puzzle scenario right here.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how it starts. So there's a message reading the barrels. Run fast and jump, high and wide, run endlessly like wind and aim to reach the top of my tower like you, and you shall fall down. But shun the rope, indeed, it cannot bear a butterball such as yourself. Use the whip with caution, the rope should support you still. Max's Tabaccy.
Who is Max's Tabaccy?
Oh, you'll see. Oh, sure. I don't
Max's Tabaccy? What?
Yeah, I will do that a lot.
Well, wow.
So, yeah.
Nice one, Butterball.
That could have gone.
You was trying to be a 6'2".
Why is Nerah so fat?
She's really tall.
She's not fat, she's thick.
Oh, damn, the dummy thick clapped my ass.
Yes, scum at the end of it.
Hey, I only said thick. I did not say dummy thick. There's a difference.
Clapped my ass is alerting the high ones.
Oh my god. No, that's a Ranthiel. Excuse.
Oh, you're not wrong either. Damn hair. I'm so dummy thick. Clapped my ass too.
Or it's alerting the, what is it? See, the footage is about 2 seconds behind, so every time you yell, I'm just like, oh, here it comes.
You're like, I'm gonna shove more popcorn in my mouth because she's gonna fall off.
Potatoes, garlic.
Yeah, and I'm sorry that I've been having to be on mute for a while. I was shoveling the pizza on my face as well as helping Mom get me situated.
You're fine. I'm gonna be shoveling food in my mouth after this because I'm the only one who's like kind of here right now, and so my eating schedule is about 1,000% off right now because I'm dictating and eating by when I'm hungry instead of by when I should eat, and when I'm hungry instead of when I should eat.
Just bars like.
That's a
Not here
mood.
right now.
That's a mood on its own.
He can't laugh at us.
Just bars like Nerah. We're trying to sneak into the short camp, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap my ass is alerting the Nerah.
Just bar?
No, yes, just bar.
Uni's saying that Jaspar did. I'm thinking more of that your character did.
No, it would be just bar. It would be just bar. Anyway, yeah, then Max has left this note for us here saying, "Idiot, you shall not hesitate." And gives me some
Yeah.
there,
Nice.
But, I was on the same one, so agree. Fuck you!
That time I heard the underwater noise before I saw it.
Nexus, you asshole! I'm here, you dick! You complete, utter horse ass! This is Max's Tabaccy.
My righteous path? You must be joking.
What?
Sand. Bollocks. Didn't your parents teach you any manners? Just back from some old forgotten ruin. And of course, What better place to dust off your boots than on old Tabaccy's already ruined Galilean carpet? What do you want, anyway? Are you here because of the poster? Moldy? Now watch your mouth, girl. This moldy piece of cloth is a hand-woven carpet straight from the bazaars of Unil Yar, worth more than the entirety of those bloody rags you're wearing.
Why do you
Ouch.
always go for my clothes? My clothes are cool, you fucking dick. Anyway, what poster?
I'm looking for a mercenary or an adventurer. Blazes. I'd settle for a talking Lyran, as long as he was able to help me. Let's make this short. I'm looking for something, my diploma, and I want you to find it for me.
If you're the Bryson Alchemist, why set up shop here, not Narc? There must be way more customers there.
Ah, stuck-up, self-important pricks is more like it. Yes, maybe there's less coin to be made here, and yes, maybe people are on the rougher side, but at least they're honest.
Anyway, diploma? What kind of
A
diploma?
diploma issued by the Sishin Academy of the Arcane Arts. I am a licensed alchemist, girl. One of the few in the land where every bloody herbalist capable of brewing a laxative calls himself that.
I mean, I brew drugs that make me turn into a bear. I'm an alchemist for sure.
Yeah.
In some form or fashion.
Anyway, Sishin Academy, that sounds great.
Well observed. The most renowned university in the Golden Empire, if I may say so. Aside from the Simtosa, that is. But they are pathless heathens.
So you live in here?
Kind of. But that's irrelevant. Are you interested in the job or not?
Fair enough. And I take it you don't know where this diploma might be?
In Tealor Oranthiel's underpants, of course.
Damn it, Dad boy.
No, I don't know where it might be. Otherwise, I wouldn't need you, would I? I'm afraid the entire matter is a bit more complicated. Come, let's talk in the inn, shall we? Drinks are on me.
And how would you like to get down here, old man?
How do you just tell him.
Arrows, 2 pints of mead. One for me, one for the girl.
I'm not a girl, Dick. I'm a woman.
The best of buds.
So, where do we start? Well, all right. With Cuthbert. My mini-pig. My faithful pet for 2 decades. He died of old age 2 moons ago. A heavy cross to bear, as you can imagine. But, well, such is the course of things. Why not? Pigs are faithful animals. Smarter than most dogs. And they're easy to keep. Especially down here.
I don't think the phrase cross to bear exists in this universe.
That Cuthbert's purpose wasn't to end up as a side
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right.
plates was hard work.
Okay, but
A
not
few
in the
drops
way
of
that,
these
you know,
laxative
it's
elixirs in
meant
their
to be
drinks did
said.
the trick, though. They haven't messed with me or Cuthbert ever since. I'm getting there. I think he buried the diploma somewhere out there in the desert.
Oh.
Well said. Though that doesn't mean it's lost.
Okay, kitty.
As it happens,
I was about to say,
I have a great
is
plan
audio
on
choppy
how
for
we
anyone
can
else?
find
Because,
burial site and get it back.
I can hear it just
I
fine.
see it through myself, but I was right. This has gotten a lot worse over the past few weeks. Guess I'm not thirsty anymore.
I am. A lot of mentions of being 30 in this session.
Yeah. I'm not sure I understand. Why is this tomorrow so already an established element?
Of course, someone like you, with just a few winters on his back, wouldn't understand. You see, the life of a man is a stony acre, the
Dad,
tilling
no,
of which
this
is
is mine.
hard work. Ultimately, it's the sweet flowers you want
My
to relish,
food.
and not the weeds. Do you
Mine.
understand what I'm trying to say?
No.
Figures. No sense of poetry. These young people nowadays.
Listen, I understand poetry
Look,
perfectly
I
well.
know that a man my age won't be moving mountains anymore.
Poetry's yelling at my
The
friend.
diploma, Kyra,
Yeah.
it's one of my biggest achievements. And I want to have it with me in the last chapter of my life, just to relish the memory. Easy. We need to contact Cuthbert. He did.
Oh, no.
And now, before you write me off as a
Again with the
crazy
word of
old
the dead.
geezer,
Please tell me you're using the word of the dead on a pig.
eternal paths, the beyond,
Okay.
whatever you want to call it. They aren't as inaccessible
Better.
to the living as the
How?
order leads us to believe.
Oh, you'll see. It's so much.
We beings have an echo when we die. And a good friend of mine has made it her purpose to serve as a medium between the living and the dead. Her name is Aurora. Aurora Leclerc. A magnificent woman she really is. She has the wisdom of an oracle and the beauty of a rising sun.
He is crushed. Also, there's a crazy old lady in Liverville called Loafer.
Riverville? Ah, that village on the Sun Coast, isn't it? Yes, she does have a sister. But they don't talk much, as far as I know.
By the way, I have some gifts. I can see that they...
Of course. And what other gifts do you have? To magically make that dancer's undergarments disappear?
You have console commands, yeah.
You take the job, we do this my way. And Aurora is a crucial element of the plan. Very crucial.
I have that big crush on you. It's very obvious. Anyway, so you want me to ask Aurora to contact the beyond, Dr. Cuthbert, and find out where he buried the diploma?
Correct. She will ask for a bit of money for her services. Here, this should be enough.
I guess it's
I've
not
heard
enough.
She needs something from the deceased her customers are trying to contact. Here, these are some of his bristles. Now be off, will you? I'll be waiting.
Wait, where can I find this Aurora?
Not this Aurora. The Aurora. Have some respect, girl, will you? Aurora lives in an old trading tower near the plantations on the eastern coast. You have a map, right? Here, this is where you'll find her. Now go, and please don't get eaten by a bone ripper. The bristles are all that I have left of Cuthbert.
Well, using Sword of the Dead on a pig is fucking hilarious.
What is it?
Yeah,
Go to
because
Leclerc.
that's being
Contact
quite love. So,
Beyond and find my
what the fuck? This is brilliant.
Also grab it's in her plus. And
824 Pacific.
You know, I want to make sure that this gets. I want to make sure that this gets quoted. Have board parties and board parties. Hit your neighbors with boards. 2x4 board through your head.
God.
Oh my. Hey.
so times the game, it's 219.
Board.
You just gotta
Huh?
get your asses from time to time.
Because there is something I want you to see.
What is?
I have to. Oh, actually, no. I have to come back anyway. Let's go meet this Nerah. In the desert. Not in the desert, on the coast of the desert. So it's not as bad. She's in a reasonable location, you know. Also, when you see her, Uni, you're gonna love her. She looks so ridiculous.
Oh.
Yeah. She looks wild as hell. So anyway, let's get outside into the desert sun, into party land. There we go. Save.
Because that's how we do.
Not that done. That one down. Oh no, I can check that.
You're actually efficient. Yay!
My, not dead friends, just dead people. They fixed the Nerah's problem. That was great.
Yay!
Oh my.
Well done.
Don't let her rip your bones.
I ripped his bones right off. There, yeah, he ripped the door down. Oops, that's the problem. I'm sorry, she should be upstairs. Oh, she's giggling already. She has a bottle of rose around your stomach. I can't touch it yet. Shit. They took the bottle away from me. She hit her. Oh no, I see it on the floor now. Shit. Oh well. I'll get it when we get back down. Anyway.
Well, mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Who are you? How did you get in?
She's very colorful.
Wow.
There was a bone ripper in your living room. I killed it.
A bone ripper? Oh, that's bad. Oh, blazes. And here I thought that the barrier spell Tarhudi sold me would actually do its job. Anyway, who are you? And what do you want here?
So you really are Tarhudi's sister, aren't you? I ran an errand for her back in Riverville.
My condolences.
It sounds
Wait,
like
what?
you
Why?
aren't on good terms.
Huh? Oh, no, we get along just fine. It's just, she's a fraud. She sells rubbish to superstitious farmers, old skulls and love potions, and promises they'll solve all their problems. I always tell her to get a real job, but she won't listen. Either way, back to the topic at hand. What do you want?
She's high.
Oh yeah, she's high as fuck.
I'm getting. This is the voice actor for Tansy.
Tansy's mom.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Do you remember that?
I didn't realize that too.
I want to get into contact.
That's what I imagine.
I want to get in contact with someone deceased. I was told you could help me.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, I can help. Or let me put
Sorry,
it this
yeah.
way. The voices of the new age can.
I heard the voices and I was about to freak out.
Unfortunately, this is not the voices of Nerah. These are the voices of the new age.
Yes. Now, don't take this the wrong way, but you don't look very spiritual to me. So I won't waste my time with explanations.
Is it because I'm tall?
What's important is that the seances I perform are complicated. which is why I'll need something from you to do them.
Right, I was
Money.
told we could do the trick, and yeah, we give her the bristles.
What's that, hair? You read one fairy tale too many, haven't you, kid? I don't need a lock of hair. I need a, potion. A special concoction that facilitates the process of getting in touch with the dead.
What kind of potion?
As I said, a special one. Here, this is a list of the ingredients. Find them and have some alchemist brew the potion, then come back to me. Ah, and one more thing. You said the Bone Ripper broke the door?
It did.
You don't think you could do an old woman a favor and repair the door for me? I can't hold a seance if a group of lost ones could just saunter into the tower at any moment.
Sure, whatever you need.
Oh,
Got a
thank
point
you, dear.
there.
You're a treasure.
Go back to my drugs. I already have the door and potion greens. Let me get the special.
The most suspicious way to say a potion.
I'll show you the potion ingredients. Shit. She's
Oh boy.
She is so. Okay, I have to jump off the tower to get down, so I might die doing this. Okay.
Oh, you'll be fine.
I have too much health to die. Ah, shit. I couldn't steal her. Anyway, I did already get
The ingredients.
the ingredients. I got one like that. So anyway,
What about the door?
I have the door too. I told her I constantly did so I don't have to go through it. There's my new door.
Oh, okay.
Really nice door.
Hi, door.
Also, it said open front door formerly. Was there actually anything you can move if you activated that?
Oh no, there was nothing. It was repair.
Oh, I see.
I'll show you the post ingredients. The game reads them for me, so
Elixir of the Cosmic Winds. 2 sheaves of peaceweed. 1 pint of mead. 1 bottle of banana brandy. Pure brew. Put all ingredients into hot water. Stir well. Let simmer for an hour.
It doesn't read exactly the same, but yeah, you get the idea.
Ah.
She's definitely a drug lady.
So
This is drugs and booze mixed together.
yeah, it's just pot and booze put into a drink.
I can do it myself because I do have the alchemy skill to do it, and I have a portable alchemy table. I can just literally do it. Do you want to brew? Yep. I wanted to highlight that.
Jeez.
Golly.
This quest is delightful from beginning to end.
This is an extra quest.
This is
Oh yeah.
absolutely the most extra quest. And it's so unexpected to come out of the end.
I wasn't expecting to smile during this playthrough at all.
I told you I was kidding. It's the happiest. Nerah, please don't crap me. Oh, what are you doing?
She wants her drink.
No. She's doing something else. She's doing something else. Uni, oh thank God, she's doing it. It's the best thing ever. So, Uni, please go. Oh no, you wanna go sweep your floor? I thought you were gonna go do something else, Aurora. I want you to do a thing, actually. You know, because it entertains me. It'll make me cry.
Oh no. Now you have me worried.
I want to make Uni cry and hatred. Aurora, please go outside. Please go outside. Please.
Ah, Kitty, stop.
Still sleeping.
Another hour. Not doing the thing.
Look, the Bone Ripper tracked in a lot of dirt.
It's not doing it by the. I know it should do it.
Do you really have a lit riser next to your bed and you're
Yeah, okay, no, she's not gonna do it. She's probably okay. She's just gonna sit.
still sleeping? Was she gonna white dance?
No, you'll see what she does. It's better. Anyway,
Alright.
I have the potion. Here you go.
Ooh, show me. Looking good. Come on, let's go downstairs.
I mean upstairs. Going upstairs. You have no concept of upper dancing, man. Is it the drugs? It's probably the drugs.
Good. Now for the potion.
Did we even tell her who we need to talk to?
We did not. We have to view the note back.
Please, take a seat.
Okay. I'm supposed to stick the intro to
Because we said someone,
Well then,
but that was not exactly.
I will now reach out to the voices of the new
At
age.
Correct.
anyone.
You need to create
It's not even a
mental
one,
image
it's
of the
a thing,
deceased.
it's a pig.
Focus on it at all times, understand? That's the only way we can find him in the beyond. Oh, first gate.
Oh
Open.
god.
Oh, second gate. Open.
Wow.
Oh, third gate. Open.
She's really limber.
Voices of the new age, we channel you. Oh, child, we are the voices of the new age. Why did you channel us?
What the fuck is going on?
Somebody died. I want to.
Oh, pain! Such grief we feel within our hearts. Steer your thoughts towards this sweet soul, and we shall call it forth.
So we're forming the mental images of Tabaccy mini pig, and Nerah's just like, okay.
Oh, yes! We see the soul! We see it clearly! A faint will-o'-the-wisp in the current of souls. Oh, joy! Such raw manliness! Such a beautiful visage! Oh, and look! He wants to talk to you. Moon of my life, my heart jumps for joy at the thought that you underwent all these trials to speak to me. But rest assured, I am well. I am in a better place, passionately yearning for your arrival. But please, take your time, for you shall have a long and fulfilled life.
Yeah, right. Well, now we know she's not psychic.
That was intense.
You're a fraud.
What? You had better watch your mouth. You wanted to contact your deceased beloved, and the voices of the New Age allowed you to do so. What else do you want?
I don't have a beloved.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, we do have one deceased beloved at this point. Or two.
You do.
Or three.
Nerah's beloved at this point is technically alive. He's in a bar right now.
What about your fraud friend?
Fraud friend? What does that mean?
What about the girl that you stole the thing?
What?
You had a bath with her.
Oh, her, she's dead. I don't love her.
Remember?
I don't love any
Yeah,
of those
we had.
people on that quest. And I always told Nerah,
Yeah.
she's going, I am just not wanting to die because of your shit. Anyway, this isn't about my deceased beloved. It's about a deceased pig. Cuthbert.
Pig? Well, that changes things, of course. Oh, damn it!
I think I should go.
No, wait. Trust me, I know what this looks like. But honestly, 9 times out of 10, these deceased souls say the same thing. I love you, I'm waiting for you on the other side, darling here, darling there. Do you have any idea how stressful a real seance is? I spend the rest of my day in bed with an arcane fever big enough to kill a troll. come on. You understand. You're magically gifted yourself.
Yeah, you wanted to scam us still. It really wasn't wise. Anyway, what about the potion, your elixir of the cosmic winds?
Oh, that? Let's just say it helps to put me in the right mood.
You know, this isn't fair, by the way. If people who come to you, they trust you.
Well, maybe you're right. But how does it help if I turn into an Orbaya someday? Honestly, you have no idea how many people just want to talk to their sweethearts. So I could either turn them down or, well, improvise.
And you were gonna take her ambrosia.
Yeah, I know.
She needs that shit.
I know. It's not like it doesn't respawn. God. It's not like I can make her better ambrosia, even more.
Just spawn like 5 ambrosias when you take the one.
Anyway, real sound, so you can actually talk to the dead?
Well, not exactly. But you know the basic principle of magic, right? Everything that is, everything that was, and everything that will be exists within the sea of eventualities. Dead people are dead, but they leave an echo, a spirit-like construct of what they once were.
In other words, your customers want to talk to some kind of echo?
Well, that's one way to describe it, yes.
Maybe you can help me get in touch with Tabaccy's mini-pig?
No, that's too... Wait, did you say... Tabacus? Maxis?
Yeah.
Tabacus?
Yeah. Max's Tabacus.
Yeah.
Alchemist from Doomsville. Yes, he's my employee.
Oh, well, if that's the case, I might be able to make an exception. You have something of that pig with you, don't you? What was his name again? Albert?
Cuthbert, and yes, here are some of his bristles.
Show me. Yes, this should do the trick. Give me a moment.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay, that's a lot of exciting. That's all it is. She just bump us first.
Well then, here he is. Cuthbert the pig. Ta-da!
That's not a mini pig at all.
That's it? No voices of the new age?
No. That's just to add a bit of flair. Now, don't look at me like that, will you? Most of my customers expect candlelight and scary rituals, so I deliver.
True.
Blasted blistering blazes. Oh, this bloody fever. Look, whatever you're planning on doing with Cuthbert, do it now. I need a nap and a sip of ambrosia.
Okay. Wait, what now? How do I get him to talk? And how long does the spell last?
How long does it last? That depends entirely on Cuthbert. Once he gets bored, the echo will vanish. And as to your first question, you'll have to find that out for yourself. But do come back when you're done, will you? You have to tell me how you got old Tabacus to hire you. Purely professional interest, of course. So long.
Oh no.
Old people crushes.
Hmm.
So anyway, hi Cuthbert. You can say whatever it is. It's not like there's a lot of that.
First of all, I'd like to repeat that is not a mini pig. That is
Yes.
that is an average
That is
sized
a-
pig.
I think it's like a full grown mini pig.
That is a big pig.
Hello.
I mean, there are bigger ones.
Good pig. I'm working for your old man, Max Tabacus. He thinks you buried his diploma. And he cocks his head to the side looking at you questioningly, and his belly is giving a big rumble.
He wants food? Or did he eat it?
Oh.
Are you going to feed him a sweet roll?
I mean, we all know that pigs are not very picky eaters, so.
No.
He wants something in particular, and I can never remember what it is. And I forget the most perfect quest anymore. I just remember the list of ingredients, which are okay, we're gonna try to feed you a bunch of stuff, buddy. Here, what about this bacon?
course not.
No! Are you insane?
Do you want some fried fish? Ooh, yummy. You want fried fish? You're a pig, man. You fuckers eat whatever you want to eat. How about this nice piece of bread? Ever seen bread so crusty? I didn't think so. Eats it all in one bite. His tusks glide through the hand and the bread alike, but he's content with it. And he actually great. So anyway, yeah, he gives us a little spell called Cuthbert's Visions.
Oh yeah, I guess my other question was, did you prepare speak with animals today?
Yes.
Apparently.
Nerah's always ready to speak with animals. She's friends with the star man.
No! Wow.
His only magic power is basically.
Harsh.
Listen,
Very much.
He's one of my favorites. I can I'm looking for a bunch of little mini dots. They go. Yeah, there we go. Little dots. Follow the Oh, you gave me
Rude.
damn cat. Okay, there we go.
Hmm. Yeah, so it's as far as I can tell at this point, the highest person on the food chain in the Enderal universe is the Veiled Woman.
Uh-huh.
And she tried to be super nice, but then people got, so she was like, okay, why don't we just like introduce some despair and stuff to make the good times seem extra good. And then she honestly went way overboard by introducing like a cyclical apocalypse and massive immolation. Yeah.
And that casts her whole story of why she's acting as she does throughout the story. Really interesting perspective from there. Because it kind of seems like now she's realized she went a little too bad.
It could be, yeah. And she's trying to intervene now and get things to move differently.
Also, thanks for all the misery, Bill. I didn't ask for this.
Yeah, this is like, you made like the most depressing game. In the most depressing universe.
Thanks, I hate it.
I just wanted a nice fantasy adventure, and instead you came over and fucking punched me in the field. How dare you? It's so rude.
Repeatedly. Until I was
You
with
killed
another person.
Lashari.
Me? I killed Lashari? I didn't do that.
No, the Veiled Woman killed Lashari. Yeah.
I was about to say. Only me.
Though there's that question.
Where is your god now?
That question posed in Silent Hill Shattered Memory. Hey, so a dad wants his daughter to marry this noble guy because he's got money, and they don't, and they're going to be poor very soon. The daughter doesn't want to because the noble guy's a huge jerk, and so she runs away. And while running away, she runs into a field that she doesn't realize has a bull in it, and the bull runs her over and kills her. Who's at fault for her dying? Including her. including the bull.
Desire to have tons and tons and tons.
It's interesting because I think in the Silent Hill game you're supposed to organize it in order of most guilty to least guilty. In your opinion, kind of a psychological. It's a psychological question. No, it's the people and the bull. Yep.
You'll fucking burn for this, I swear.
The dad. Yep. I don't know the answer to the question, really.
Yeah, it's a really interesting question because this game does something similar to Stars where he has his own weird question that's similar to that. And also, I just heard like a fuck ton of sirens, so somebody got it.
So did I. I was not sure what was going on.
We live on a freeway back from the city, so yeah. Anyway, hey Cuthbert, and now, okay, Happy Grunt, what are you doing? He's gonna run off a little head, cheeky grunts, and there's a little Deadpool thing in here somewhere. There's the dead guy.
Is he running ahead?
No. The pig just loaded it in. Good job, buddy. You're so helpful. So you want to take me to the diploma? Come on. Take me to the diploma, or are you going to follow me? I can't remember. I think you follow me. So I have a little piggy friend.
Hey, can you go back to the lady and have her summon Lashari's ghost?
No. Doesn't work like that, sorry.
It totally works like that. She can summon a pig.
I don't have Lashari's, like, hair or anything.
Sure you do.
I'm not using it. I don't stop and steal from Jesus. Why do you think I'm such an animal?
Or Theodora.
Bye-bye.
Jeez. Cuthbert got in here while he was alive.
Yeah, those pigs are badass. There's like a bunch of burned bodies too from his chest or something. Like I would like to point that out. Anyway, let's dig here. This now. Anyway, there is an inkwell. There's some lingerie. There's a quill. Old studying records. Let's take the lingerie and look through it.
Can you wear the lingerie?
No, I can't. They're like a
Uni.
object. I can't. I would if I could, actually. So these are Tabaccy's things, alright. Where's the diploma?
Wait, what do you mean they? What do you mean all right? Huh.
So he took the carrier.
Oh, yeah. The online course, yeah. That reminds me of when the head of the rebel group managed to send a carrier pigeon my way just to threaten me.
Yeah.
In Tyranny. And I'm just like, how did you get this number?
Hello? Who the fuck
How
do
did
you think you are?
How did you get this bird number?
I mean, I'm assuming the bird number she's sending to is Lantry. But she does have Lantry's bird number. I guess all the birds have Lantry's number. He's a big bird guy.
I guess so.
He is ultimate bird dad. He's the only person.
I'm sad that I couldn't get to reply. They don't give you the option to reply to her.
Yeah, and the only one you get to reply to her is if you're in Rebel, and obviously the letter is very different.
Mm.
Because she's like, you know, nicer things. Because
Yeah.
we're kind of on the same side here. We're clearly on the same page. Oh, fuck Kairos. Okay, so let's go back to Maxie Tabaccy. And tell him the bad.
It's not bad news. Got your blood back. I mean, yeah, but you got it back.
That's the more important part, that he's actually getting it back.
If I got my degree back covered in blood, I'd be okay with that.
Okay, we haven't killed that yet. I didn't kill that on my own. I just slaughtered that. Oh, don't worry about it. We'll fight it. Yeah, we're gonna fire.
Alongside a pair of dirt-caked lingerie that I forgot about.
Yeah, here, old man, I'm gonna pink shame you for your lingerie.
It might not be his. It might just be one that someone left behind.
Like, so, did you bring your girlfriend to your cave, or did this, like, randomly get mixed in? In which case, that's so unfortunate.
Oh, I just assume the Cuthbert is just, like, stealing all the time and burying stuff that... Oh no, I mean like just stealing from him and then going to that place to bury it repeatedly. I assume that that's not his cave, like it's not Max's cave. Unless he said it was his cave. And I hope that this was vital to saving the world.
In some form of fashion. And we did.
Okay.
We got something happy out of it.
Yeah, it's not that though.
I thought that learning about the Sea of Eventualities and bringing people back from the dead would be pretty awesome. Pretty useful. Oh no, but you can talk to them about, you know, important stuff. Like you could bring back maybe certain people's dead relatives and have conversations and let them deal with their shit.
Are we saying we should bring back Jaspar and Kalia's families and just let them have it out?
Let them have a talk, or maybe bring back those people who were killed in the war crime, and just have them talk to T-Lore and the other dude. Uselin, yeah.
Kalia, I feel like to give it back to have it out with his family. I feel like Kalia would not so much have it out with his family.
Shift drag on forever.
But Jaspar would be thoroughly interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Just full on balls his ghost dad. He's like, fuck you! Or
fuck you! No, fuck you!
Crying.
That's how that scene in Infinity War, or that scene in Endgame should have gone, if you've watched it yet. Oh, okay. Have you seen Endgame, Mare?
I have not. My mom has, but
Okay,
there
well then
are
I
many
won't spoil it.
I'm Uni. You know that I don't give a shit about spoilers. If someone's trying to spoil me about
Well,
something,
there's
I'm
a-
more worried about
You
other
look as though
people.
you have something
Okay,
to
well,
say.
there's a.
Do you have
Well,
the
I don't think that V actually exists in this call, so I think it's okay.
Because he's still muted as all hell.
He's been muted, and he has not been saying a single
He hasn't
thing.
spoken once.
He hasn't typed a single letter. Mhm. Yes. Well, there's a point where Tony Stark gets to talk to his dad, and it's very nice. But I feel like it should have ended in a big fist fight. That would have been even funnier.
Yes.
Star's response to meeting his dad again, he's like, my superpower is nice. His dad's just like, what the fuck?
My superpower is ghost, you idiot. You can't stab me.
Star was not deterred, would never be deterred by that. I feel like he'd still try to stab Ghost's dad. Oh, fucking the player character against their own dad, too, would be great.
Oh God.
Everybody against their bad dads, and or sorry, Taylor can go against his son, but he was a bad dad too. Let that one turn into another fist fight too.
Yeah.
So let's show Tabaccy his bloody diploma. I got it. I doubt it'll be much use to you anymore.
Why? What the? Call me a pregnant Lyran. What in blazes is this? Did I ask you to slaughter a chicken over it, or to bring it back to me unscathed?
Mumps in a lost one's belly can do that.
A lost one? But... Fine. Tell me what happened. Every detail.
Oh sure.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Aurora pulling the thing too. Anyway, so
Yeah.
Oh well. Cuthbert always did have his own sense of humor, you know. Whatever drove him to bury my things in that cave, we'll never know.
I have some dirty panties.
How is he? I mean, I know it was just his echo, but still, was he happy?
Yeah.
I think so, yes. A little gluttonous.
Good. That's good. Good old lad. Everything comes to an end, doesn't it? Even a strong mini-pig like him. The question is, what do I do now, without the diploma?
I still don't understand why you need it for. You have your skills, don't you? Why do you need this piece of paper?
It's complicated. Well, to the Black Guardian with it. You helped me, so I owe you the truth. Where should I start? Aurora. She's a magnificent woman, isn't she? Very intelligent, very good at what she does, and quite the glorious shock of hair.
Oh, you have a thing for Aurora. That's what this is about?
Blasted, blistering blazes. You young people really have no manners, do you? Yes. I just haven't been able to get her out of my mind ever since she came to Doonville. Just look at her. Skin like a freshly plucked apricot. Eyes like a spring sunset. Hair like an ocean from ancient worlds.
Alright. What does this have to do with the diploma?
Well, how should I put it? I took a rather unusual path. What I do, my alchemy, I never studied it. I mean, I tried, but neither the League of the Apothecary nor the Arcanus of the Order wanted to take me on as an apprentice. It was sad. My brews were just as good as those of the other applicants, but I was pathless, so I never stood a chance.
Why were you pathless?
Why? Because I wanted to walk my own path. My parents were fishermen.
but I have had a fascination for alchemy ever since I first heard the fairy tales of scholars turning lead into gold. So I strayed off my path, and it cost me dearly.
But then you went to Kira to study, didn't you?
No. I never actually lived in Kyra, you know. This diploma... There was a Kyranian scholar in Duneville one day. He told me of the bazaars, of the great universities, of the Golden Palace. And he also said that for only 2,000 pennies, I could enroll as a long-distance student.
2,000 pennies for a long-distance course.
Yes. I spoke to old Karamea, and she agreed to give me a loan. And no, despite what you're probably thinking right now, the scholar stayed true to his word. 2 months after we struck the bargain, I got a package with an old tome and a parchment. It was a test, basically. Very difficult questions that delved deeply into the subject matter. I filled out the form and sent it back on the next ship. 2 moons later, I got my diploma.
Man, the easiest online college courses ever.
Just one test? Well, I mean, it's like a book-sized test, I guess.
Sounds like you got your money's worth.
You think so? Looking back, I wonder if it was worth it. I still have to pay back Karimea every month. And all I got was an old book and a piece of paper. Well, no use crying over spilled milk.
So I see, but I still don't understand what this diploma has to do with the fascination paper.
Isn't it obvious? I mean, look at her. She's a scholar, a beauty, and an arcanist all at the same time.
Floating in the air.
And who am I? An old alchemist who brews up portions
about to
for
say,
miners
his-
and plantation workers with
This
a
quest may be
hangover.
transcending physics
I would
itself.
love to tell her how I feel for her, read the poems I wrote about her, but I know she'd just laugh and turn me down.
I think you're...
The poem might have convinced her that I'm
Setting yourself a little too harsh
a
there, buddy.
reputable alchemist.
Hi,
But
brother.
now
You're overestimating the caliber and the...
it's a shame.
I believe you're overthinking things, or rather, like,
She does?
yeah, she.
I mean, she was asking a lot of questions about you.
Yeah, she also only did the seance because it's you who sent me.
What? Oh, come on. You're lying. All you want to do is goad an old man into a trap. I know what you young people are like.
I think you should try.
Just humor me.
No. Even if what you say is true, what could I offer her? A life of poverty amongst drunkards? Great. Here's your pay. It's all I can spare. Now go.
I'm not letting it end there.
Good.
I have to get some stuff. I have to get Maxie back to the
Oh my god. Look at this. You didn't even have to... You didn't have to fulfill anything. This is just... Look at these objectives appearing just because your character is thinking about them.
Yeah, your character's just like, I want to help them though. I love them so much. They're so adorable.
You just created this... You just created your own quest for yourself.
Yeah, that's really cute.
Yes.
Yeah. What are your plans for tomorrow night?
Why are you asking?
I couldn't hear out. One of the sailors said there's a ship from Kira arriving tomorrow.
There is? And why should I care?
Well, maybe there's a scholar on board this one too, and the university might offer more long-distance courses.
I don't know. Even if they do, I don't have anything to pay them with.
Okay, just be there when the ship lands, alright? Tomorrow at sunset on Eastern Beach.
Fine. I hope this is not a trick.
Okay, he's set up.
Lure him with knowledge to force him to love.
Force him to have a date.
Or to trick him into love, I guess.
I got that across.
Wow, you just nailed that the first try.
Yeah, I started boom, 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 boom. It's because you actually are supposed to just call ass. I didn't go over it, and I was not calling ass. Okay, so
Or leaving our world, rising.
Hey, want something to drink? Sure.
Is this an expansion quest or just a quest from the main game? Oh, okay.
Side. They've said a sandstorm is coming. Sure. Take care.
Is it that dance?
Hey, Uni,
Yes.
remember I said some very specific words to you once about, you know, a new quest in the game? I was like, oh damn, there's another new dancing enemy. Yet another.
Oh, yeah. Well, didn't you show me the video of that one?
No. I showed you nothing. I told you this one specifically was, the
No, you
worst.
showed me a video of a dance.
Yeah, no, this isn't this one. Because I saved this one special for you. Because this is the worst dance in the game.
Oh boy.
It's so bad.
I was about to say, how can it be any worse than white dancing?
Oh, it's so bad.
How?
Dances are so bad. All the dances are bad.
The Chilean one was not that bad. This one though. This one's bad. This one's really bad. I was just like, what are you doing? I hope she's still at I don't know if I have to set her up a 10 I think I can.
Oh.
I'm gonna get my shit together, my old people shit. It's gonna happen. I have joy and love somewhere.
Your character is that friend.
Yeah, my character is canonically that friend.
The friend who tries to get all their friends set up in blind dates.
She's doing it!
Yes. Now kiss.
You ever just meet two people? Oh, okay, let's see this. Oh boy. Oh no. Why? She's gonna go in the water. She's gonna drown like this. Like with this lifestyle.
You! How was your little trip with that spirit pig? Did you find what you were looking for?
Honey, you don't have the water anymore. I did. Thanks for your help. Tell me, you have any more tomorrow night?
I know. You meditate, probably. Why do you ask?
Medicate, probably.
She's really going deep into that water. This is becoming a problem.
She asked me to
She's in Duneville despite all the brigands?
Yeah.
Oh, places. Oh, that sounds just like her. Fine, tell her I'll be there. At sunset, right?
Right. See you then.
See you then.
Beautiful.
Yay. You ever meet two people and just objective markers start popping in your head?
Like, must get them together. Yeah.
You don't even have to.
Somehow, some way, it will happen.
For some reason I have Esme. Oh, because Esme has arrived in her spot.
Don't worry about it, Esme. Esme, I'm doing something important. You have to wait. Your girlfriend has to wait. Are you actually just hiding in the bush?
Yes.
Waiting in the bushes.
You have to wait in the bush as part of the objective. God, your character's such a weirdo.
I was gonna be nice and say he's such a dork, but okay.
So you're gonna say your line, Tabaccy, or I can't.
Uh-oh.
Game had a glitch.
Oh no!
Game, don't break right now. I need you to be good. That's why I say
It's like the ending to a romance anime. They're just staring.
it's just like hard eyes, and then the anime ends. Like series finale. It's like, oh, okay.
And it's like, oh, they didn't actually do anything with each other. Why does anime have to be like this? You have to observe it for the experience points.
Maybe was Esme gotten a glitch? I didn't get her
What's this?
Oh.
No, I just didn't get her help me or
Tarhootie!
Are you even allowed to get out of stealth?
No.
I tried. There he is. Maxie Tabaccy. I would constantly call
Do it. Don't get cold feet.
Aurora.
There you go.
Maxis!
Aurora.
Maxis!
Oh my god, no! No, we're not
What
doing
brings
this.
you here?
I thought... Oh, you wench, when I see you, I start to blush. Oh, yes, I do. Your
Oh,
gait
he's
so
going
nice,
all in.
Your hair so blue. All this, it makes me shout Yahoo! But alas, just who am I? A good-for-nothing alchemist. I can't and, oh, I will not lie. I don't deserve this lovely tryst. And yet, fair maid, I ask you here, the twilight sun upon your face. All shame is gone, I have no fear. Do you accept my sweet embrace?
Oh, Maxis,
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have.
I love you! Oh, Maxis, all these years! If only I had known! Oh, by the cosmos, what a fool I was!
Yes.
Really?
Of course, stupid! I still can't believe it. Did you cook this?
Yes, of course.
Good job.
Then let's dig in before it gets cold.
Didn't fuck it up.
Who taught you to write poetry like that? Ah, you were incredible.
At this point, there's like, I got a schedule to keep, you know.
Too mushy for me.
Now let's see if we can bring two couples together in the same day.
Yeah, now let's go bring Esme back to her wife.
Hopefully.
Yeah, get some, you know, happiness all around for everybody.
It would be nice.
Oh man, I love bringing hope and love to people.
Then why do you play this game?
Because I'm gonna bring hope and love to people in a shitty world. So anyway,
yeah!
You are the reason that everyone dies.
Shut the fuck up, asshole.
Especially your family.
Shut up, Uni!
That's not my fault.
In the bed. Sorry.
Watch yourself out there.
The cult took advantage of my vulnerability.
War, after all. These centuries.
Yeah, sure. We'll save it for next time, maybe.
No. We'll
okay.
It'll
Just
happen
plain
during this
crazy.
session, because I have to do another thing really quick. We're gonna go handle Esme though. So Esme is nearby. She's not really far.
You think we're gonna have enough time for the other stuff?
For what other stuff? Angel and stuff?
Yeah, the sad child.
If I face
That's not done next time.
Oh, is the sad child next time?
Sad child's next time for sure.
Yeah.
Angel
Okay.
Angel's the only one we're doing this week, but yeah, we probably will not be able to pull in Dreams of the Dead. That's unfortunate. Although, I don't know, I might be able to get the prompt for it, and that'll be a good cliffhanger, is Dreams of the Dead.
Yeah.
Prompt. Because once you know what that is, Uni, you'll be like, oh!
It's time!
Hey, can we all come to an agreement together right now?
Yeah?
On what?
That the three of us are going to do our best to force everyone else to watch the recording of this, because it's great.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You want me to enforce it? Can't do.
Just unrelentingly bothering everyone.
So,
Maggie! Watch!
Is in a little of a sticky spot right now.
Sort of. Maggie, when you finally get to this part of the video, yes, I am sorry, but let's all say that it, Uni brought up the idea at the beginning.
Oh yeah, I guess I did just
blame
implicate myself on a recording that it's my fault.
Great. Just
Even though we all unanimously agreed.
I know. You're dying to help that poor Eterna girl. But believe
What the
me,
fuck?
that's a bad idea. Just mind your fucking business, and we'll let
It's
you
you
go.
again.
Yeah, he's got a lot of things. Anyway,
It's like,
What the hell?
isn't that the voice of what's his face, the thief?
Yes.
We should go.
What was his name?
No,
What?
it's not his voice. It's
Shut the fuck up and let's go.
Yeah, anyway, Nerah scared the shit
This
out of me.
isn't over, cunt. Believe me.
Fucking walk.
Just fucking walk.
Keep walking.
And you don't end up losing your life today.
And I won't cut you in 3 pieces. You okay, Esme?
Look who changed her outfit again.
Shit. Oh, what the hell just happened?
Are you okay?
A lot!
Yeah, I think so. That innkeeper, Daljan, told me it'd be safe if I didn't go too far from the cave entrance. Those bandits, they followed me, and I always thought this country was easier on our kind. You live and learn.
Yeah, some people are assholes. I'll stab them for you.
But there is good news, too.
Tell me.
Well, while I was waiting, I asked around a bit. Some of the sailors told me that there had been a strange group that had stopped in Duneville recently. 7 people, all dressed in grey robes.
Terra.
Yeah, and they caused quite the ruckus. Apparently one of them voluntarily gave the innkeeper a pouch full of gold for a handful of provisions. Sadly, the wrong kind of people got wind of it and tried to rob the group afterwards.
Opportune word there being tried to.
Yeah. One of the group's women must have been a mage or something. She tore the bandits apart with the flick of her finger. They stayed for one more day while they stocked up and prepared for an expedition. Then, the rich man gave all his money to the miners and they left. Apparently to the north.
So, who was that man, Don Mercer?
That seems likely, doesn't it?
Well, so they were here and they were headed to the ritual site. We're on the right track.
Exactly. And you want to know something else?
What?
All that happened 2 weeks ago. Do you understand? Terra was here just a fortnight ago.
Then let's go find her.
My thoughts exactly.
We don't have much further.
Here, this is where we should find that ruin. It's a bit of a hike, but if we leave now, we should be there soon. Come on, you lead the way.
So that, the vision when they were all standing or sitting in the circle listening to the sermon, there were 7 of them. So did that include Terra?
Yes, Terra was the 7th.
Oh, okay. Because the one before that was then talking about, people yet.
This goes to Powder Cliff.
So I was wondering what the chronological order was.
It was that was after Terra had arrived. Sorry, I wanted to turn around, by the way. Come on, Esme. Let's go. I know you're really slow, but you gotta hurry up, honey.
You've dealt with... She's gone through a lot of stuff today. She's not an adventurer.
She is not. That's a big thing. She's not an adventurer. She is honestly just trying her best.
Yeah.
Like Steve.
Yeah, her thing is honestly, I'm trying my best, and I support her so much because of it. She's honestly the purest character we have in the game, because that's her thing. It's just, I'm trying.
I'm trying my best.
It's no better than try. And the fact that she does try no matter what is what matters. So nasty.
There. That should be the room.
It is the room. It's just I'm sorry. Okay, you can get up now. Don't get so close to my roots. This is like 101. Just Bar doesn't want to see this, okay? He's dumb. Okay, so let's hop and skip into old Ishmertep. I'm also not gonna we only go about halfway through this dungeon. I'm not gonna do the second half, because there's not really
This time around.
point.
You know, no one else changes their outfit really.
But yeah,
Jespar and Kalia never change their outfit.
just Kalia has her downtime gear and
Here we are. You lead the way, okay?
her downtime gear and then her armor, and then just Spar figures out how to take off all his clothes but his pants at one point. That's about it. That's their outfit changes.
Yeah.
It's like, guys, come on, please change your clothes.
Jespar, you don't wear armor. You can change your clothes if you.
He wears
You don't have.
a very ratty blue hobo coat. I'm not saying that it's not a pretty coat. It's just very ratty. You have a very rich friend who will go shopping for you.
What's with these noble people wanting to dress all ratty? Pansy's like that too.
Barbs. That's strange.
Addie doesn't dress ratty. She just dresses practical with her boobs out.
I mean, practical, yes.
Practical for her because she doesn't wear armor. She wears magic.
Yeah. I was about to say, yeah, both Addie and DB are magic, and they both dress practical. Though Addie's the one who has her boobs out, DB's not.
Yeah. Oh no, Addie's boobs. She shows off big cleavage if she can.
Mhm. And we will never see Devi's boobs because she is dead now.
Davey's alive.
Hey now! Wait a
Oh,
minute!
wait. I'm thinking of Alexis. Alexis is dead, and we will not see her boobs.
Too many same characters.
Tip.
If Terra and
Also, I've said this years back when we were still in the days of Skype, and when we were just, talking about transferring from Clan Crown to Technic Darkness. Alexis has a flat chest.
Yeah, Alexis don't have much in titty department.
That's okay.
She's part of the itty bitty titty committee, and there's nothing wrong with that. So is Nim. Nim takes personal offense though. Nim's just like, I got a tall of his bundle. What more boobs? I don't have much more going for me.
Nim, you helped save the world.
Yeah, but
yeah.
You delivered the killing blow to
Yeah, she did.
to Elevra Azrane.
She did not. Her family of dead halfling paladins did.
And you know what? Elevra's boobs didn't save her.
No. I mean, the good point is though, is Vivi and her ever run into each other again. They're just like, I hate you. You're tall. You have boobs. What the fuck? It's like, let's trade. Anyway, so if Terra and the others were still here, wouldn't they have done something about these?
I guess. But let's push on.
Yeah, this isn't a good sign that there's these two guardians.
Quacker was laughing so much I missed the whole who would meet who again about, give me your boobs.
Oh yeah, no, it's Nim and her older sister that reached her.
Oh, okay.
In the smoldering ruins, because she was like, vengeance! Swift death to evil, and the game might be crashing again. God, fuck off.
Oh no, not again!
It's crashing.
Mhm.
It's okay, this is what saves are for. Today it really wants to crash, because we're just having a laughing good time. Okay, I'm also trying to take a look at
Welp.
Because I have a bunch of pings from DMs. I'm just like, who is pinging me? And it's my boyfriend. That's fine. He's just like, why aren't you here? And I'm like, I told you earlier what is going on tonight, my dude. You know, honey. I'm not kidding. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna assume check after it. The save comes in to see if OBS did pick it back up. Also, hopefully, you know, don't destroy the video this time, OBS, please, because this was a wonderful session. And I've been
Yeah, this was really nice.
Is it recording your voice? Do
Yes,
you hear the voice thing going up and down?
I did check it. That's why early on, like, your video was cutting out, was because I was alt-tabbing and making sure.
Here we are. You lead the way, okay?
Oh.
It is, okay, I want to pause really quick. Your video's going to go out for a hot second. Yeah, we're recording again. The screen has come back. We're fine. Let's really tune Guardian once more with healing.
Arbs. That's strange.
Yes. If Tara and the others were here, don't think about
guess. But let's push on.
that. Okay. Well, I mean, this crashing now means it's not going to crash a little further ahead, which is much more opportune. Unless it crashes at both times, which case I'm going to be mad. Okay. Hello, yes. Sorry, Esme, please.
Good stabbing, Esme.
You try.
She really goes for the lunge, doesn't she?
I almost ran into the spikes, which will auto-kill even me.
Really?
Yeah, they'll auto-kill me.
Just stationary spikes?
Yes.
What is this, Mega Man?
I'll prove my point that it will do it. Oh, they changed the damage. Yeah, they do just damage me now. Thank you, guys. You fixed the damage. They used to just auto-kill me. I didn't check after Forgotten Stories because I will not check them. So yeah, good job, Esme.
Come on, you can take him, Esme. Just let me soften him up by cutting his head off.
You know, okay, we're under it right now. Okay, let's do a hard save now. This is an important one. This is as far as we need to go in. I'm gonna pop this chest first, so hold up. And we'll do a quick save. Actually, why am I popping this chest? We've already declared I don't need money. I have a lot.
Hey, it's a massive chest.
I've gotta loot it. It's an impulse. It's an impulse. I've gotta do it.
Shiny! Let's get the shiny. 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 Shiny.
Wait, I think I already made the massive joke after Lashari died in the previous round.
Sure did. Anyway, so there's the failed woman statue, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
What the?
7.
Well.
7 very bloody
Robes. Like the ones in Doll Mercer's house. But why? Where are the cultists? And where's Terra?
Maybe they moved on?
Without their robes? Don't be ridiculous.
Hey,
we need to have a look around. Come on.
Or Starfinder, sorry.
Yeah.
We had to strip
You really
naked
didn't.
and take a bath, or else you got, like, you know, the gods were disappointed in you.
I get the feeling that the game did not expect us to actually take our clothes off.
I'll take my clothes off right now. Do it. Not really. It takes too much time to put it all back on. Come here, Esme. Oh, I have to examine this actually as well. And vision. 7.
Shh. We all know that feeling. Everything is going to be all right.
Fear is a phantasm conjured by our own mind. You are afraid of a pain that won't come. She promised.
And Terra,
Terra!
Terra runs. I have to run up there. And
Child.
guess who's here?
Mistress, we...
You are afraid, are you not?
Yes.
What is it that you fear?
I don't know. Death?
You are afraid of dying. But that is not what will happen. None of you will. On the contrary. You will become part of something greater. Death is man's purpose. In the face of time, his life is but a flicker. No more than the batting of an eyelash. And his existence is pointless. Born to die, in a world revolving around the same vices, the same mistakes, the same personalities, trapped in an endless cycle. You, however, you are different. You are prepared to give your spark for something greater than yourself. You are on the verge of doing something meaningful. Something real.
Meaningful to you. We are sacrificing ourselves so that you can live.
You believe that I need your spark to exist, but you err. I do exist with or without you. And if you refuse, Terra, then this is how it shall be. You are not here because I forced your hand. You never were. You are here because, for once in your life, you want to do something with purpose. Something that matters. Your souls are too frail for peace, and stagnation poisons your minds. I am the watcher of the game. I have been for eons, since the beginning of time, when from darkness came light. I do not judge. I do not feel. I merely preserve the underpinnings of your world.
Then it will always continue like that. Eternal conflict, eternal cycles.
The prospect of this saddens you, but you misunderstand. In every desert, there's a black grain of sand among 1 billion others.
What do you mean?
Every battle is a new chance. Nobody knows if man will ever overcome his nature, but one day he might. But until that day arrives, she needs to do what she does, else this world would drown in chaos. And this is our purpose, Terra, don't you see? To give her a part of our essence so that she can wander this world. You can go and be yet another meaningless drop of water in the stream of existence, or you can do something that matters. The choice is yours.
Maybe it's just me, but I'm feeling really, really creeped out.
Well, no, that's the point. You should be creeped out. And so, there's 7 bloody gray robes left. So, Terra made her choice. So, Esme.
Blazes. This just isn't possible. They have to be somewhere.
Sorry, Esme.
They've
gone.
Yeah, they've
What do you mean?
transcended.
How do you know?
I, had
The
another
echo.
vision.
What's that supposed to mean?
Tell her everything that happened. Esme?
Yeah, I'm here. These visions. How certain are you that they're accurate?
Quite certain. I'm sorry, Esme. Terra's gone, and she and the others gave their lives for the Veil.
No, I don't buy it. Terra wouldn't do something like this. Not for some group of deranged lunatics. Never.
She wanted to do something that mattered.
Something that mattered? This? God damn it. And what about us? What about all those years we spent together? Didn't they matter too? Why, Terra? Why by the 7? Wasn't that enough? Why couldn't you just be happy for once in your fucking life? I just don't get it. I don't get it.
I can't remember what this was. I'm sorry.
I'm not. And do you know why? She had it all! For fuck's sake, do you have the slightest idea what some people are actually going through out there? Day in, day out, they have to fight for their survival. But her? She had it all. A roof over her head, food, money, people to whom she meant the fucking world. But no, that wasn't enough. It was always about herself, even this. She never wasted a bloody minute even thinking about what it would do to me. Terra, Terra, Terra. It was always about you, and you alone. Something real. Bullshit. This was all about feeding her ego. The ever so sad looking Eterna girl with the watery eyes. Fuck the rest, right? Fuck what your stupid sadness does to the people around you. I need to go. This is too much. This is just too much.
I can't move right now, by the way.
Oh wow, V is actually here.
Is he typing?
Yeah.
So, anyway, if we had not been gaining a lot of approval with this, or with Esme, she would have, the quest would have ended there. That would have stopped it. But now it's just give Esme some time. So that one's on a hold. So let's go see Maxis and Aurora, because we need some cheering up, and then we'll go do Angel really quick.
I hope we do get to hear about, like, because they did mention that Terra had, like, some sort of magic depression.
Yeah, it was not a standard depression. Although
It was, like, supernatural.
It was implied earlier already that all of those 7 had something weird going on with them. So it was probably the veiled woman going, come here, feed me, I'm hungry. Actually, no, we can choose to finish Esme now, or we can quickly do Angel.
Well, it sounds like she uses them as vessels, which explains why there's a bunch of her.
Yeah, that's what I always got the feeling of too, is like there are more fragments of her.
They're
So she can have even more veiled women. Because there's so many.
Are the guys going to be veiled women?
Veiled people? I guess we should call them all veiled people now.
But they're all women. Like all the ones that we've seen have been women, but there are dudes in that cult.
Who knows? Maybe there's branches of reality where she prefers to be he. Veiled man.
Wonder if she still has her voice. Because the veiled woman sounds the same no matter which body she's in.
Yeah, it's true. This is not wrong. Let's go see her. You know, the happy couple. Cheer herself back up.
Yep. So, V, where the hell have you been for the past 3 hours?
He's missed the happiest quest in the game to come into the conclusion of a very sad quest. Oh, it's not completely concluded for us.
Quiet.
Have you actually we've been asking you if you're alive to say something, and you've just been not replying?
Text.
Yeah, you're normally so full of sass, and I was expecting you to be like full of a fuck ton of it during Cuthbert's lazy, and you had none.
Especially when we were dealing with the flipping pig.
Yeah, and the seance. And the
Were you just not able to get to your keyboard, or what?
I was probably playing fucking Devil May Cry.
Watching a movie is what he's saying so far. That doesn't mean he can't just, like, do a key smash to let us know that he's actually there.
First thing you'll see coming in, he's got a new pig. A new little baby.
Being on leave.
Now that's a mini pig.
Being on leave means I don't exactly have exclusivity.
You! I was
to
hoping
myself.
you'd come by. Yes, I suppose I owe you many thanks. Here,
Well,
Aurora gave me
that
this.
makes some
She
level of
said
sense.
She channeled Cuthbert's echo into this tome. I'm no arcanist, but maybe you can use this. Thanks again. Without you, things would have been different.
My pleasure. What are your plans?
Well, we'll have to see. The truth be told, I'm sick of drunk miners and tavern ballers. We might just plant our little garden out there and try to live off our own food. This
You definitely
time,
said...
we'll need a good barrier spell, though. Red madness, bone rippers, vatters. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it.
You definitely said tavern ballers.
Yeah, he's the tavern ballers. You know what? I'll
So that could either be people crying at the tavern or playing basketball.
Tavern basketball is the most popular and boring sport. Anyway, I don't know if Aurora. Yeah, no, she's not anything unique, but you can.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. What do you need?
Offer. I hope you realize she does have like a ton of shrooms. Yes, a ton of actual shrooms and everything. So yeah, that's the end of that. Not the entire end. So yeah, Aurora channeled Cuthbert's spirit into a town, Echo, into a town.
One mini pig?
2 mini pigs.
One.
There's
big
2 mini
pig.
pigs.
Yeah,
They have 2 pigs.
Sour.
Summon Cuthbert rank 1. Is there a higher rank Cuthbert you could summon?
It's a piglet Cuthbert.
It's an actual mini pig.
Does he distract enemies?
He just does what he wanna do.
Well, I guess give it a try when you're fighting something. Because otherwise, I don't know what this spell is useful for.
Summoning him, because why not?
Except for maybe some end game shit where you have to find something important. Mm-hmm. I don't know. What was the order?
Either we wait the 24 hours and go see Esme right away, or we go do Angel and then come back and finish up Esme.
Alright. I guess we can do Angel.
Hey, you want to see your girl?
Yeah, let's do V's waifu. See V's waifu. We're gonna cut through a good chunk of the dialogue. I don't know if I found out clear enough influence Leah, by the way, too. I might have, but they're actually one of the perfect dialogue involved sometimes. They just don't have enough sympathy with her. Okay, come on, me up the hill. Actually, why am I running up the hill? I can just teleport to the Sun Temple. I have 4 scrolls. I don't know why I'm trying to use the Myran when I could just one teleport. Also, for some reason, I thought that crab walking around down there in the distance was like some sort of hyena. I was like, what? I get to stab that. Hold on. When I realized, oh, it's a crab.
Are there hyenas in this game?
No. There's not. That'd be a great unique model, but there's not. There's a reason that I do want to do Angel Knight, because I want to see if it'll proc that quest like it did last time. Because I've seen some talk it got moved further down the line for when it shows up. But I'm hoping oh yeah, it's good to
Huh?
Oh yeah, I'm curious though this time because we did side with what's her face. Dijon onion rings. That's as much as I remember her name right now. If the dialogue at the apothecary in the Undercity will change a little. What? Like I said, when I did it on my side, and I sided with Daloran,
Prophetess.
It changed where they were like, oh yeah, we just got all of this money, because Daloran does legitimately donate all of the money to...
Is it now?
Hello?
Remind me not to burst into tears.
Yes?
So, yeah, there's notes?
Ah, yes. Here. There they are. I've marked the most relevant parts, so you don't have to read these.
Let me shove the book in my face. Also, it's a nice book now. But yeah, there's all the notes. Got these, Dalveric, and the Apothecary, and then...
Blackstones.
Yeah, happy time!
Hope you're ready to be sad.
Just see if they tell you anything that will give you a clue as to where you should start.
And learn important things about your friends.
God,
pathlessness wherever you look.
No, it's trauma too for Kalia. It's a big trauma for Kalia.
Oh yeah.
It's a demon, it's the biggest trauma for Kalia. Kalia's biggest trauma is her demon. Jaspar's biggest trauma is family. And then your biggest trauma is childhood. That's the best way I can put it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, okay, let's go. Oh yeah, there's no straight to the apothecary. I was like, oh, let's go find Kalia. No, Kalia finds us. Not the tar pit. Not go to the tar pit yet. No, tar pit's fine. Somewhere else. The arena. That's where we can't go yet. We can go to the arena after we do the child. You'll understand why we can go to the arena after we do the child. Well, no. I could go to the arena at whatever point, but I like the narrative sense of it.
Madame.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. Here's the dancing child for you. Enjoy this one, too. He's doing his best. Just for you. Ooh,
He's, I was moving stuff. He is, I mean, it's shocking how they don't get any better at dancing from childhood.
Please, help.
Like you said, the high ones might have a point purging all the Enderal. You know, just them at least. They can't.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You know, wiping out Enderal might be the good ending.
What? Who are you?
The rest of the world can stick around.
Anyway, the order sent me. I need your help.
Oh, really? And what could someone working for the Order bring down to a place like this? And take a look around? What do you want? Just spit it out. No idea what you're talking about. Now, is there something else? If not, leave. Time is sparse these days.
Hello, girlfriend. Girlfriend? There you are.
Thank the sun. There you are. I've been looking for you.
Hello. Kalia, what are you doing here?
I followed you. It's about your mission. I know that the Grandmaster ordered you to find the black stones. And
How are you? Oh, what are you doing here? I didn't know that you were coming. I haven't been stalking you.
Far away from here, and I can show you where. The only thing I ask of you is that no one must know about my part in this. Promise me that. They'll tell you what I know.
Anyway, I don't like the secrecy, but I promise.
Thanks. Believe me, I don't like this any more than you do.
And then she takes us outside. Yes, there's a bunch of sick people and they're dying in here, and it's so sad. Actually, I would like to point out there's just a fuck ton of blood on this wall. I don't know how or why. It's just there. It's consumed.
Some people are squirters.
Of blood?
In surgery. What were you thinking I was saying?
Vomit.
Good night, everybody!
No.
Listen, I'll tell you a story after this because it's not YouTube appropriate.
All this pop.
Like I said, good night, everybody.
It's not YouTube appropriate, but I will tell you a story as soon as we stop recording. You just gotta remind me, tell the not YouTube appropriate story about what did you think it was. dumbest response I've ever given to anything.
Really?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I made my dad cry and laugh. He was legitimately like laughing so hard there were tears coming out, and I was just like, why?
I've said some. Yeah, parents love to bring back the dumb things that you say.
Oh no, this happened.
Have you ever heard the name Dal-Galar?
Oh.
Yeah, it's that kind of recent. Dal-Galar, yes, I heard about something.
Healer of the poor.
Blah, blah, blah.
Do you also remember why he left Ark? Yes. The League considered such practices pathless, but Dal-Galar refused to give in. And that is how they came. True. I guess you know the rest of the story. The apothecaries say that it was his eccentricity.
I know the entire story.
But I know it did. I recently read the notes of one of the few apprentices he permitted to come with him. And this is where it gets interesting. Dal-Galar researched something he only referred to as the Angel. No one but him was allowed to take
No,
part
I
in
would
its
prefer
creation,
if we just skipped
and
the
he
little
hired
boy
dozens of
dialogue as
mercenaries to
well.
get him the resources he needed for his experiments. Books, relics, rare
Wait, you want to listen to that again? It's gonna make you sad.
Those relics was a small dark stone.
I don't want to be sad. Why do people want to be sad?
I'd like to make you sad.
Why do people not, what, why?
It's like you don't pay attention to the fact that I want gun dragons to make you cry at some point.
I don't understand that part of, like, human psychology that makes us say things like, oh man, you should watch that movie, it's so sad, it'll make you cry.
I want to invoke an emotion in you, that's why. I don't necessarily want them to be sad tears, though, in my case. I want them to be happy tears, too.
Yeah,
I want you to make you cry in various ways. That's the point.
I'll totally do that. As a matter of fact, I'm planning on doing that pretty
What? Why?
It's just a plan that I've had in my head for.
Okay, let me finish this.
Oh.
The Blackstone, why do you think it's responsible?
Yes. What do you think, Saira? It does sound like I was waiting for that. I am interested in all this because there is a rumor as to what a talisman, and I want to find this angel, Saira. Isn't it obvious? Yes. And that is also why I can't allow anyone to learn the truth about me. Yes. And thank you for helping me. I know I might not show it that much, but I appreciate your
big friendship.
Big friendship.
I really do.
I think she still has a crush on you, like,
That should be it.
She's always Also, I'd like to point out, this lady here, her head used to not match her body, and I always get, like, distracted that now her head matches her body. It's like, oh, wow, you look right now. It's great. It's fantastic. Let's go to Preston. Like, she has a little side quest here, but it's already been long done. It's one of the things I do. As soon as I get my money to because the good ending to that quest requires you spending money.
I guess the idea that I have when it comes to making stories is that I don't want them to be just sad. I want them to be an emotional journey where sadness is part of it, but there's also triumph.
My point is to invoke so much emotion.
I'm clearly not German, is what V says.
Yeah, you're not German, I guess. Mine is I want to invoke all the emotions, and I want to invoke them so powerful that
Yes?
That's fine.
Walk left? Sure. Where to?
Like the end of Nerah Automata. I've never felt such strong emotions playing an 8-bit shooter.
I've watched that shit. Like, you know, enough context to know the storyline. I was like, shit, this hits me in the fucking
Yeah.
It's a really good moment. That's kind of
Yeah, that's what I like. I like that. Because Nerah Automata also had lots of like fun stuff in it.
We had a very fun episode this session, so I will ping.
We did have a fun episode. V may or may not have missed it. I don't know if V actually getting the old man and woman together thing.
Yeah, did you see us shipping old people? Super hard. It was great. Oh damn! Actually, because we're gonna be ending this session with Esme, we're actually gonna end up with a really scenic moment. Klee is gonna be telling your story, so that gives me a chance to go AFK for a second and grab some water.
Oh, I see, V. V's headphones were off, which is probably why he didn't hear the screaming.
So yeah, you're gonna wanna rewatch this episode. It was a lot of fun.
There was a lot of good stuff in this episode. Good, fresh, new content.
Yeah, it was good. All of this was pretty new stuff tonight, and hopefully the
And also, you're going to want to get it done pretty quickly because badgering everyone 2 weeks to watch the entire video.
Yeah, the three of us will.
And you don't want to be on the other end of that.
The moment that episode is up on Parker's channel,
we don't know anything
we
about
will
that
be
castle.
pestering people about it.
And if I were you, I would stay away from it anyway. This man, this Dalgalar, he was crazy.
What makes you say that?
Well, before he, shot himself in,
Then
he
you'll
sent
watch
his servants down here a couple of times each moon. And every time they hired dozens of hunters to bring them dead game, rabbits, deer, and the like.
So, he probably needed them for his experiments.
Aye, my dad, but why so many? I mean, 40 cadavers a week? There must be something wrong with that. Maybe he's an entropist, a bone mage, or something like that. And maybe he wanted to use those corpses to raise an army of undead to take revenge on the Leaf.
Rabbits, Foljek, rabbits.
Those makes the poison. Isn't that how you say it, my dad?
Yes, that's the saying. I need to go now, thank you.
That's an eye-catching title.
I take it you listened. I don't think we'll get more than superstitious chatter out of these people. What do you say? Should we... As you like. Just tell me once you're ready to leave. So, learned anything useful?
Oh shit! I can acid help out the water.
Yes, can I help you?
Shit.
Ahoy.
Fuck. Shit.
Did you destroy the game?
I have to do something I've never had to do before, so I'm just gonna reload. And just let that conversation rerun. Because I impulse clicked.
Excuse my friend, Madam Keeper. You wouldn't recognize a tear if it was drooling in his face. But as he said, we don't know anything about that castle. We'll stay away from it anyway. This man, this Dalgalar, he was crazy.
What makes you say that?
Well, before he,
It seems like you have mixed feelings about this song.
Servants down here a couple of times each moon, and every time they hired dozens of hunters to bring them dead game, rabbits, deer, and the like.
So, he probably needed them for his experiments.
Aye, my dad, but why so many? I mean, 40 cadavers a week? Must be something wrong with that. Maybe he's an entropist, a bone mage, or something like that. And maybe he wanted to use those corpses to raise an army of undead to take revenge on the Leaf.
Rabbits, Foljek, rabbits.
Dose makes the poison. Isn't that how you say it, my dad?
Yes, that's the saying. I need to go now, thank you for your help. I take it you listened. I don't think we'll get more than superstitious chatter out of these people. What do you
Okay.
say? Should we head out? Alright, come, follow me.
Oh, did you already listen to the thing?
Yeah, listen to the one story that the hunters were telling. And then, because I had never clicked the other option before, the one where it's like, well, maybe the townspeople know something.
Was it interesting?
No, I've never clicked that option before. I'm assuming it's just all the same shit over again. That, oh yeah, he was weird, he went up to his castle, he had like a fuck ton of cadavers.
I thought he had a bunch of embalming fluid.
Yeah, he has a bunch of embalming fluid. He kept kicking...
Because you gotta slather up your daughter.
The castle is about 2 miles north of here. We shouldn't have any problems if we stay on the road. I suggest you go on ahead.
And, to his credit, Kalia looks great.
Kalia looks fucking fantastic.
For being dead for a long time, Kalia is quite lovely.
I mean, that was probably the point also of coming into the cold, was that would probably help preserve her. Anyway, let's...
Yeah. What about, did they ever explain what the mark on her face was, or is it... Oh, it's just the stone? Alright. Oh good, that dude... Wow, that dude came flying at you.
That's the thunderclap.
That tower over there looks suspicious if you ask me.
Yes,
Let's be
very
careful.
Suspicious, Kalia. I'm going to fry by everybody fucking there with my giant hyper beam. Watch.
I'm firing my laser. It's fine. It doesn't matter what you're pointing at. It's already dead.
Just a scratch.
Cannonade? Is it cannonade?
It's cannonade.
I've never actually heard it said, but I always assumed it was cannonade.
It's cannonade.
Because it's like Gatorade. Holy shit!
Okay, that works.
Can you use that more? Because that was awesome.
The problem is the huge wind up to all of them. So it makes firing them in like tight locations really hard. If I know if something's there though, and I have the time to wind up a fucking thing, I'll try. I prefer
That's
the
amazing.
thunderclap because they disintegrate at the end. Like I love that. It's so great. But the thunderclap technically actually has a shorter range. So yeah, let's go. I'm gonna get back at thunderclap. Also, thunderclap fits Nerah better because I generally don't have her using fire spells.
Yeah, that's true.
Like her tree isn't even.
I mean, I'm not gonna. Like, what can I say? Because I'm playing Dominic. I'm going pretty purely Thunder on him.
Yeah, but that's good in that because there's so many different control elements. It's not like, oh, just control elements is one thing. It's different ones like control, storm, or whatever you're playing.
There.
Yeah, I got like maybe one Grave Light on him, I think. Just in case I gotta fight one of those beasties. I mean, I'm noticing Thunder's really great for, the opening move, because you shoot the long range blasty at the person and they're stunned, exactly.
Thanks for the kill cam.
Well done.
Just watch the man fly away and turn into dust. That was pretty funny. I should use these more. This is making this 1,000 times better.
But I'm looking forward to getting more expression sigils for the Thunder. Because I only got the 3 right now, and for whatever stupid reason, the Circle Emanation one doesn't work with Thunder, even though it would totally make sense if it did. You can make like a big lightning aura around you, yeah. I think I just got Lantry to 100 Spellcraft so he can actually use the circle-y heal.
Oh yeah, that's a fun one. It's not great. It's not super great. The best possible one, in my opinion, is the ranged heal, but you have to get it's a secondary sigil. It's the one that makes them bounce.
Oh, yeah, that would be good.
Careful.
Those little Healy magic missiles hitting things. Having a shockingly easy time for my kind of all-mage party. Lantry versus Ev and Dominic. Because Dom can hold his own at the front lines for a little, which is good. And opening up with two lightnings and a fireball and a quill is pretty good.
Yeah, his quill is not actually a bad spec. I personally build him on his healing tree, but not for like the actual healing itself.
Oh yeah, he's mostly on healing. But the quill, like, it activates so fast that you can usually toss it on reaction for like as long as he's not doing anything else to stop an enemy from casting.
We gotta go. We got things to do. We have an Esme to see. We have no time for a side dungeon. Let's go.
Though I'd like to know how to make people with javelins and quills stop running into melee and just use them as ranged weapons.
I don't know. Sometimes they'll cooperate really well, and sometimes they fucking don't.
Yep.
Yes.
Definitely had the occasional problem where, like, for whatever reason, Dominic stops targeting one guy and just runs around the battlefield taking all to target another guy.
You have to babysit and you have to make sure they're doing the right thing. Anyway, Clea's stuck behind the tree, so I hope that doesn't fuck us, but I'm gonna go up here and maybe she'll teleport to us, and if she doesn't, die.
That dog's on fire. Or is that an elemental dog? Am I doing anything? I don't think I'm doing anything in the afternoon, am I? Maybe I am. I might be shopping with my parents.
Oh, shopping with old people.
They insist on getting me clothes.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, clothes are good. Yeah, I know, right?
They're just like, oh shit, you want some clothes? Fuck, I want those socks so bad. And when you get excited by socks, it's just like, oh fuck, I'm old.
Yeah. Because it means that you can throw out some socks and you don't have to wash them.
I don't have holy socks anymore because I'm bored of them. You walk funny on your feet. Kalia, come here!
I need new underwear. Like my last good pair is all torn up to shit.
Kalia, go! Kalia, move! Go! Walk! Back to the road.
This is what Foos for Da is for.
I know, but it probably won't work on her. Go! Don't side-eye me, walk! Yay! You figured out what routing is! Congratulations, I'm so...
Where are you going, Kalia?
She's going back here because she wants to do the side quest, but I don't want to do the side quest. I just wanted to get her back on the road so we could fucking...
Kalia wants to be queen of the forest.
Kalia, Forest Queen, and Jaspar, River Prince. God, I hate both of you. Come on, Kalia. I don't want to do the side quest. I don't want to do it. I want to do Angel, and I want to go see Esme. I want to hang out with Esme and see if she's okay.
Oh, no.
Some of us have things to do, Kalia.
I don't know. Let's search their bodies.
Let's not. Can we go? Fucking God. I'll look at the bodies, and then I'm gonna leave. Look, the paper says they wanted metal. Come on, paper, open up so I can see that they wanted metal. They wanted metal, and Bartar sent them. And
Anything?
yeah, there's orders.
Oh, of course. I heard about that.
Come on, let's
The
go.
Order wanted the ore for the beacon.
No, it will not
Poor
have to
people.
wait, Kalia. We're going.
This bastard must have taken them by surprise. Let's take a look into that mine, Saira. Our expedition into the castle will just have to wait.
Kalia.
Kalia, we got things to do. We gotta...
Kalia, I'm gonna shove that sword up your ass and hop at you to the top of this goddamn mountain.
I will carry you, Kalia. And not in a romantic way.
No, in the ass sword way.
Okay, calm down, Dom. This feels like a very Dom comment. I'm going to shove your
Kind of, yeah.
ass and carry you. Well, can you both not?
Northwind.
Yay.
Once among the most important mining sources in the country. And now, nothing but a ruin. In the end, all is fleeting, I suppose.
Yes, it's very
Wait. Do you see that?
Yes, there were murder hobos up here. We'll have to deal with them later when they come to capture you. And then me. Because they want to kill us. Because it's rude.
Still warm.
But they make it weird.
Someone else has been here not too long ago.
Yeah, hunters maybe.
Maybe. The castle is just up
Why do you
outside.
gotta make your murders weird?
Why don't you just fucking kill us? Don't be weird about it. Just fucking stab me.
Ah, shit.
You okay?
That was just my adapter.
Also, yeah, I did come back up here manually to do the 8 barrels check already, and I was like, damn it, she doesn't make a comment of, Oh shit, you fit 8 barrels of black powder in your tiny pockets somehow? What the fuck? Oh, fuck, dog.
Careful.
She doesn't say
Dogs of flesh and dogs of fire unite to kill you.
Kitty!
That was all of them.
Cats try to kill me too, but at least they don't run around in these giant fucking circles. A giant circle.
Locked, as expected.
Yes, it's locked. Should I break it open?
Yes, but black powder might do the trick. Let me think. Northwind was a prospector's village after all, and I think I saw some kind of trapdoor down there near the mine's entrance.
I know, Kalia. I'm sorry. I do love you. I have things to do, and you're not new. Esme is new and shiny. We have to check if she's okay. She's very sad. Her girlfriend kind of died. Her girlfriend ascended to a higher existence.
Ascended, not descended.
Basically, got her body and soul possessed by the veiled woman.
She's telling people now what they know and don't know and everything.
Her consciousness doesn't really exist in the same form anymore. The veiled woman just kind of absorbed her. I'm gonna take that as being dead.
It's kind of like a puppeteering forever, to eternity, you know?
Yeah, unless the veiled woman can give her back. I don't know.
Who knows? Or maybe it's just like the veiled woman is like the biggest high one ever, and she just collects people over many, many cycles and many.
You think you can stab her? Because you could stab the one, you could stab Death before, couldn't you? In Nerah. Oh, you can stab Fate. Oh, yeah, you can stab Probability, probably, if you can stab Fate.
That's assuming she's still probability and not like, you know, ultimate universe god.
Well, what the heck was Fate?
Fate?
Yeah.
Fate was a personification. She was actually a lady. In Oblivion style, so it's doubtful if she was good looking.
Well, that's what I mean, though. Do you think she was on the same tier as the veiled woman?
No.
Well then.
Hell no.
Not anymore. I don't think she was anymore. I think veiled woman is something way. Veiled woman, for all we know, is just the cold, uncaring amount of the universe.
There you go.
Like, these are my toys.
She cared a little.
She's a person playing Sims in just not so much in a brutal way. She's just playing Sims.
She played Sims, and she got too good at it, and she got bored because everything was.
It's like having a perfect relationship for so long. Like,
breathe. Just breathe.
Leah's sad.
I'm sorry, but I guess that answers the question of what happened to Zalk. Yes, I wasn't prepared. An idealistic count, a remote castle, and a powerful artifact befouled by the High Ones. That's not too far-fetched, wouldn't you agree? We won't be able to get in through the main gate.
Come
Just Kalia's voice disappearing into the background.
here, Kalia, please. I love you.
This is the problem with playing games 5 times in a row.
Shut the fuck up. Kalia. It's also called You Don't Care. Like, I don't mind being paid for this. Like, you
Yeah, I know.
do. I don't mind it at all. Because I fucking play Neverwinter Nights 2.
I'm sorry, this...
Why are
But I guess that answers the question. An idealistic count, a remote castle, and a powerful artifact befouled... I'm sorry, this... But I guess that answers the question of what
I
happened
think
to
the only,
Zelgal's
I think the only game of particular length that I played like 4 or 5 times is Ocarina of Time.
No, that won't lead us inside.
I remember when I got Origins, I played that.
Holy shit.
Huh. That one looks good if you ask me, but it's locked, isn't it?
No shame for, you know, keep in mind, I played this on the PS3, so like there was no mod for me to skip the fade. So think about that. I did the fade section multiple times because I was like, I really like this game. I don't like.
I don't remember the fade section that well.
Good. Delete it.
Unless you're talking about the part where you're separated from.
Yes, you're separated from the party, and you have to turn into a fuck ton of animals, and it's really long and unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hellhole. Anyway, yeah, we need to switch to the key.
Who would have guessed that? We should start with the corpses, I think. There has...
There has to be someone. What about Brother Yarber?
Actually, no, just Bar's pretty
Declined.
He doesn't understand
Just like the
that
others.
he's actually angry.
If you would maybe just explain to them what we need those
I
bodies
will not
for,
justify
they might...
myself to those.
You pretty much explain both of your partners away with, I'm a dad.
They will see the debt they are in. But, as they wish, there are other ways. Tell the other servants that I do not want to be disturbed for the rest of the evening. And bring me the salve.
The salve.
Well, the demon is her dad's fault.
Walk blessed.
Oh, I was a shitty dad.
Oh, I'm dad.
To be someone with a key. Are you alright, Sayura?
There are no good dads.
There are none. There are just none.
He throws meat at his baby every day.
I'm sorry, there are no good dads in this game who are alive.
There you go. I think I still did Laura.
Wait, you mean in a vision? Whatever. Let's go search those bodies for a key. Wait. To be someone with a key. Kirash.
Stuck in a tree. Let's go. Pull out your sword. Don't fight them with your fists.
Oh no, I'm still using
Vision
fists.
must have caused this.
But I
You
think
should be prepared for resistance.
I think originally I wanted
let's find
to
that key.
switch to magic staff because that's kind of the closest thing to a gun.
I don't want to. Do you have it? Then let's go in.
But I think I'm just gonna stick. This is Dom without a gun
Dom without a gun just punches people.
and uses magic.
Use a sword. Come on, be classy.
No, Dom never uses swords.
Dom is not a classy man either, so this was the worst way to come at it.
Good. Let's see if we can get through the main hall somehow. Then we'll see.
Yeah.
Wasn't like the short story he kind of had too, like he punched the princess or something?
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
He did.
Did deck the princess. I was correct. You know what? I'm not gonna trigger these guys.
What are you gonna do?
Not be a dick. That said, Dom is probably the dickish.
Look, everyone deserves to be punched equally.
You're not wrong. It just sucks. It was a pretty bad day. It was just Dom being Dom.
Prepare yourself.
No, it was him being upset that this princess was trying to manipulate him when the last thing that he did was get manipulated by another, and it turned out horribly for him.
I'm really glad that I looked at the listing and I did not put Nem
There.
on Dom's ship because I realized that would have probably gone very bad for me.
If Nem works for him, he'll treat her fine.
Focus.
She works for Karen. Karen's a way better choice. Anyway, she fits in better with that crew. You know, with hair.
Yeah, it's true.
Everybody has a wild hair color unless you're cool. Because everybody's disappointed father. But also not.
Dom's crew is definitely more like savage pirate archetypes.
Dom's crew is the we will fight you pirates. Where Karen's pirates are the fun pirates, and then the fun but surprisingly deadly pirates. Sorry, let's go with that. Crouching moron. Or whatever, hidden badass.
Wow.
Mhm.
That sort of deal.
What a sight. Do you see anything?
And then we had
With your
the
gift,
other
I mean.
crew, which which was like the same pirates. Anyway, no idea.
No, but I suppose Delgalar's personal quarters would be a good place to start. I guess the big gate over there should lead us there. Let's take a look.
The word is, these seals. Let's go. I know the words. Can I just say the words? Let me say the words. I wonder if I can just say the words, or if I have to, I might have to learn them because it's kind of nothing.
Locked, of course. What else would you expect when breaking into someone's house?
Unlock doors.
Let's see.
Take it easy. Me. Who wants to go see Esme?
I understand.
This one's Mayan, this one's Stranger.
This is some kind of magic seal, similar to the one the Magisters once showed us in the Scrolla. You need to speak the correct words in order to pass. 2 of them, it seems.
Okay, PG words.
Well, that's the question. So if we can somehow find out more about him and what he did here, we might have a chance. If not, we'll need to look for another way in.
No, let me go, Clea.
Come, let's take a look at the 2 towers. I think the staircases in this hall might lead us there.
Thank you, bring it. Okay, no, I can't fucking do it yet.
Dog.
Better go. What is this one first?
Bark. Bark, Bjork.
Hold, Clea, let's go. I have things to do. And then eventually we're gonna get to the World Order arc, and I'll be like, yeah, I need to take it nice and slow.
More bodies. What in blazes happened here?
You know, death and despair. Can we go? We're going. The thing's not here yet. We're going.
Kirash. There.
Before I could resurrect the boss. It was a magical anomaly.
Yes, probably, but what is it? That's not an elemental, at least not a common one. Let's just be careful. I don't like this.
Shit, I have to fucking shoot the bag.
Well,
I don't want to shoot the nasty gunpowder bag.
bag.
You know. Leah, come here. Today. We got things to do tonight. Guess there's a barrier.
A barrier.
That's what Glimmer says tonight.
That looks like Starlingcraft to me. Without...
What?
Take
The
out.
device in the correct order, it is impossible to damage the barrier, correct?
Yes, my son.
I'm not 100% positive if that's a real accent.
I see. Then I owe you my thanks. We should make a toast. To your Motrolian brandy?
I mean, we're talking about like a future mouse,
I must
so it's fine.
confess that I have no friends to alcohol, but thank you nonetheless.
I would say, you know, V has to imitate the accent.
To blazes with it. What are we drinking to? Our collaboration?
A really good southern accent for
To our collaboration,
his child.
and a world free of suffering.
Alright. To our collaboration.
When V talks, it's like, and then when he speaks like a girl, it's like,
Listen, V playing a 12-year-old
marvelous,
girl,
really.
yeah, well, poisons this guy.
Between us, Misa, why the barrier? What do you have up there that 5 arm wides and Northwind stone aren't enough for you?
Something that's very dear to me, and very fragile.
Or he's gonna really
I see. Well, then I can assure you that. Blistering blazes. How tired I suddenly am.
Depends on
All
him.
that working. It must have gone to my head.
Start shooting them in the hole. Oh wait, not to the
Yes, my sir. You should rest.
Yes,
And
we're
forgive
poisoned,
me.
and then we had to blow up
I
the
will take
wall.
care of your family. You have my word on that.
I'm also hungry.
What do you mean? I just have to.
I'm really full. I've had too much pizza.
Both of you had pizza tonight, and I'm just like,
I am
I don't know
sorry.
if I went leftover orange chicken or just to like snuggle in some rabbit.
Knowing how
I
it
didn't,
works, we'll have a hard time getting through here.
I realized that
What?
I had been,
You had another vision.
celebrating my birthday so much that I didn't do anything to celebrate getting or starting work in the new job.
Yeah, this must have...
And this
let's
was
take a look
it.
around. There must be another way.
Yes, the pizza.
Miserable, but like happy with, because you're.
I mean, I'm sad that it's a summer job, but I'm happy that I get to work.
Well, also the board
The board thing. Well, the board thing was just funny.
The board was great. We went kind of out of line with it. We just kept throwing the board.
Maybe we could kill the mechanism that runs the barrier with force? But I snatched a bag of... I've been told... And a fire arrow will take care of the rest. Try to throw... Through the...
This is the wrong fucking thing. I'm getting lost in my own inventory now. Oh, I forgot to throw Maxie Tabaccy's lingerie at him. Well, you can have it now, Clea.
That has to work.
Actually, here, Clea. We're gonna kink shame Maxie Tabaccy.
Alright, don't you have to throw something in this, at this?
Bag in the hole, and then I have to shoot an arrow into it. Go in the hole.
Good. Now see if you can shoot a fire arrow through the
You
breach
can't throw the lingerie in there?
No.
drops onto the mechanism. Try to shoot from an oblique angle. Otherwise, the arrow will bounce off in the wrong direction.
An oblique angle, you nerd.
Okay, I'm shooting the important thing. Sorry. Amy challenged me. I apologize. I can't put panties, dirty panties in there. That were stolen by a pig. It's a long story, Clea. Don't ask too many questions. Fuck you. Fuck you. Why do you hate me? Give me back my fiery arrows. I just hate them.
Perfect.
Can't you just, like, shoot
Let's
a
hope the
million
fire doesn't
fireballs into
spread.
it?
Now let's go see what Dalgalar wanted to hide so badly.
I don't know which one, but one of them counted. I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. This is fine with me. You can do that all you want. Let's go see where all the food was rubbed on the little girl. Wow, that's a really bad sentence. I need to get better with those.
That couldn't have been unintentional.
No, that was honestly impulse words coming out of mouth with no process. like what's going on right now also has no process for brain. It's just me trying to get up these stairs as fast as possible. I have nightmares about this kind of shit, you realize? I just dream of falling off the stairs or spinning forever and being unable to stop. It's really disturbing when I have those dreams.
Toys. And what is this blue substance everywhere?
Death fluid.
Huh.
Embalming.
This looks like a child's room to me.
Yes, it's a little girl.
None that I heard of. None that I heard of. People always said he loved his craft more than he could ever love another person. But if he had a daughter, then maybe she had something to do with his retreat from Ark. Let's take a look around.
And the rabbit begged, "No, please don't eat me." The Vatir eyed him and sneered, "Why wouldn't I? You are weak, and I am strong." His voice was coarse like a whisper tree's bark, and... "You don't like this story, do you?"
I don't like this story either, sir.
Of course not. You didn't like it when Mother read it to you either. But you want to know something, my little starlet? Soon, you'll be warm again. And then there will be no more need for stories. Because you will be able to go out yourself and explore this world on your own 2 feet. I promise you, Maya. I promise you.
Okay. Oh no, oh no. Oh wait, I'm not second. Oh, good news. I think I found something.
The girl was dead, see? The girl was dead, see? You're up there. Dalgalar's Aqua. These are the Culanes. And didn't you girl who lived here must have been his with the aim. At least now we have a good candidate for the code word. Yes. Come.
Let's go put Maya in the thing.
Okay, so we have one word. Now let's take a look at the other tower. Maybe we can... The other one. Okay, so we have one word. Now let's take a look at the other tower. Maybe we
Maya Kalia. Maya Khalifa.
It's not as good as Dad Lord. Dad Lord was probably the best one we've gotten so far.
This must have been some kind of laboratory.
That and all the names, you know, what's his face, Jesus. Okay, I can't remember how to trigger this one now.
Here we go again. There. Careful. That was all of them. Let's look around.
Over here, saving now away from you, Kalia. I'm gonna grab the key as fast as I can before you can touch me.
Is there a reason why you're hiding, Yulika?
That was all of them. Let's look around.
Oh, fuck you. She did the thing again.
She did it. She ruined the vision.
God damn it, Kalia. You glitched us so hard. I was like, oh great, we did it. No, Kalia, don't come near me. Don't talk. Don't look at me. I don't like you.
That was all of them.
Is there a reason why you're hiding, Yulika?
Forgive me, Master. I wanted to talk to you.
Of course you do. What's on your mind?
I...
You're obsessed with the little girl.
Forgive my words, but I find certain recent developments disquieting.
Okay, that wasn't Ambrosia.
Do
Did
you?
I miss Ambrosia?
You've changed, Master. Every day the villagers bring their sick to our gates, but you forbid us to let them in. Instead, you spend every minute with this girl. And the black stone. Haven't you heard the tales? The stones are cursed. Master, you really should...
Go and pack your things, Yulika.
What? Master, I am just worried about you.
I know, and I thank you for it. Now go. Your apprenticeship is over.
Far away I can get away from the vision, by the
But...
way.
Go.
Which is pretty far, actually. I made another vision, Kalia.
We need to go farther up, Zaira. Again. And what did you see? Yes, that he did. I guess that's why people just forgot about him eventually.
People forgot about him, how sad. Boo-hoo. Gotta go. Gotta see Esme. Look at book. Look at book so we can go.
Huh. Wait.
Yes, look at your book. Are you okay, Uni? And there, by the way?
I'm alive.
Sinestra by Ibn Nadarim. That was a Kyranian arcanist of the Simnodza. Getting caught with one of these books is essentially a crime here in Enderal. Seems that Dal Galar needed more than just alchemy and light magic for his angel.
Gotta go right now. Gotta go. There's just not enough time for any of this crap.
Give me this ice floss. I can put it in my mouth later. Go, that works. What is this dog doing? Okay. This is where we find out stone was juice. Big juice. They said juice.
Very big juice.
Big juice.
What the? That's not a laboratory, that's a crypt.
Oh yeah, also all these people in it vault. Oh, that was a gross hiccup.
Hirash. Now we know that he didn't just stick to animals. I see. Do you see that?
Yes, it's a bad crystal. Because it's a big battery. Actually, this is
A crystal. But it's so dull. As if all its energy...
Energy is life. and energy as death. A trifle less, not too much less, just a little. Don't disappoint me. Not this time.
That dog exploded.
Drawn from it. Maybe that was some kind of experiment for what he planned to do with the black stone. What? And
Dagalar was a weird cookie. He was a very determined, weird old cookie.
this only gets more confusing. Come, let us look for the second code word. Maybe it's around here somewhere.
Oh, now it's great. Anyway, yeah, Tanisha.
Anything?
Yes,
Anything? Anything?
Oh, do I have to take the letter with me?
Anything?
Yeah, I have to give her the letter.
It does? Show me. In the name of the sun. This Tanisha must have been his paramour. Exactly. At least now we have another candidate for the code words. Good. Come on.
Mama of baby Maya. You know, that's really sad. We should actually... I feel like Coolio should actually try to find mom.
Good. Let's try our luck with these. Shall we? You. I can't believe we actually did it. Come on. Let's see what's behind there.
Okay, come on, Clay. Let's go. Here, run. Thank you. Let's go. Tonic. What are you doing? Yes, you've made a nest out of my blankets. What are you doing? They were already a nest.
So this is his sanctum.
Yep, it's full.
Unbelievable. Just look at all these books. I wonder how much knowledge is hidden here.
A lot, but it's nothing new, so I don't care. Where's my, oh, wait, I have to talk about that. Great. Let's go open the door. And then people are gonna try to take Cleo away, and we're not gonna like that. I did this with the bear when I ran this on my own. So this team is just an angry
What
bear.
the? Saira!
Durual Ninto Jaronis. He who is patient always finds a way. I was starting to worry that you two little birdies would never part.
No kidding.
So it wasn't just my imagination.
Yes, you have been followed. Thanks for opening the gates, by the way. That saved us a lot of effort. Quite the feat, I must admit. Only that...
Oh wait, we had this character too.
Look at that. You don't waste
And
any
this
time
one.
talking.
And this one in the DLC.
Then I'll return the favor.
Kirash, what is this? Let me go, you bastard!
This, my little bird, is mentalism perfected. Because this time, someone was less willing to take risks and decided to send capable soldiers rather than those idiots from Old Rationgrad. Now don't look so grump. You're up next. And I promise we'll have just as much fun with you. I highly doubt it. Regret was... Now don't take her, my friends. But careful, understood? I want her alive.
I'll see to that.
The stone, Saira. Find the stone and then
I'm
run.
coming to save you. I'm sorry. I'm busy. I'm a girl with an agenda. Agenda's safe.
Just hold still, honey. You're only making it worse.
No, get off me. Damn it, get off me.
No, made it weird.
Kirash, please, you're making a mistake.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Lambert. Can't you just make her shut up?
Kalia can save herself. I'm putting these in my mouth right now so I can start healing.
Finally.
Kalia kind of is Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel got her powers in very similar.
And now,
by a machine that was powered by a magic stone, backfiring and giving her powers.
Well, I mean, it didn't backfire. It did exactly what it was intended. They just didn't
I tell you to?
you know,
For the name of the sun.
I was gonna say the heights.
No, 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 please, no.
I'm free. Once I wake up, and I go pick up Kalia and give her a fire. Seems like a really bad idea. We have a lot of fire. Why do I give her more fire? Wakey, wakey. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Gotta see Esme. Kalia is in the process, because we came out of this room so fast, of laying down. Hey, Kalia. Hey, Kalia, you are alive. Yes, right? Yeah, you're alive. You're just sleepy. Here, I'll make a bed and fire for you. Still, because, you know, we're close.
I guess what's supposed to have happened is that they took her clothes off, but I like to think that the demon came out so crazy.
Clothes off. I think she fucking ripped out that fucking demon.
Okay, I like to think that as well. That's much more metal.
Yeah, headcanon is like the demon ripped out of her so hard that armor meant nothing. She has to like get extra armor because she busted her armor so bad.
You know, this would be a great opportunity for a wardrobe change, Kalia.
Oh yeah, actually that would have been great.
Are you going to, or are you going to just buy the exact set of armor that you did?
Kalia has the exact same fashion sense for like ages. To be fair, technically this character has the same undershirt for like 2 outfits, so she just changes what she wears on top of it. She puts trying to have breakfast with your body.
And my, how you laughed. All of them ran inside, but you just stood outside in the rain and... I should have been there for you more, Starlet. So much more. But I will make up for it, I swear. Tomorrow, I will heal you. Once you and the stone are connected, you will be able to walk again. And this time, I will be a good father.
Never mind, you were a bad dad. You were a selfish
And that's just for a start. The stone will change you, Maya. It will become a part of you. And it will give you power even the Lightborn can only dream of. The blind will see again if you so choose, and the mute will speak. You will succeed where I have failed, freeing mankind from all its misery. Like an angel.
He just throws food at her. He throws balls at her. It's the key. Girl became angel. Let me go. Give me that. Give me letter. Give me letter. What's this actually? Here it is. Yeah, we can get a signature book. Yeah. Or a special signature skill. these people are like. I killed them while they were rising up. Also, I have a arrow on my head. Oh, well, this. Anyway, let's watch Philia be made. Birth.
Here we go. How are you feeling, Starlet? Sorry for the hard stone, but there's no other way. I know, and it might just tickle for a little, but not for long. I promise. Not too little, not too much.
That was way too much.
It seemed like too much, didn't it?
Yeah, but I realized the Blackstone still has a fuck ton of energy. Like, what?
Maya, can you hear me?
Daddy?
Maya, you! Oh, my little Starlet, you!
I feel dizzy, Daddy. And where's Mommy?
She is at home. You have been very ill, you know that? Very, very ill. But now... Maya, what's wrong?
It burns. Daddy,
Starlet, what's wrong?
She's on black fire, is what's wrong.
What?
Poor little creature. You don't have the slightest idea how
Where are you
special
going?
do you?
Why are you glitching? Why are you marked as hostile? Oh, she's gone now. Anyway, Philia is the girl.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take the stone and Philia to safety, and we tell her the truth. Why would we lie to her? Anyway, Cat came in now. Hi, buddy. What are you doing? Did you bring your food in here to eat? Just a mouthful of food? Why are you like this sometimes, buddy?
We just got a new delivery of ale.
I see.
How are you holed up now?
How do you think I am? Yeah, of course.
She's really sad.
It must have been and the one who made those bandits flee into Old Dothulgrad. Who is she?
I only wish I'd been there in time for you.
Saira, if you had been there, I would have slaughtered you just like the others. Don't you get it? I will train harder. Now go and take that stone to the temple, Saira. I need some time to myself.
shines right onto the seas. We shall return.
Doing this again. I have a
Victory.
Work.
The banners in the sky and teardrops were running from her eyes, yet she thought,
some people just don't
if
know their
only I believe time will lead him safely back.
Now I'm curious if it'll do what it did last time and give me the prompt for the next quest, for the next new quest for Dreams of the Dead. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it's not until after the next quest, because that's going to throw off my queue for next week.
Well met.
Let's hope he knows what he's doing.
The fabled prodigy. I hope you can live up to what they say about you. I really do.
Yes? Have you found... I do? Thought I had gotten rid of it by now. But yes, I'm originally from Nerah. Just like you, as I've heard. Here you go looking for us. Huh. Seems as if a problem. Anyhow, let's see if we were right. What the? Fascinating. Well, be that as fascinating. Truly fascinating. Yes? Have you found any of the stones yet?
Maybe. It's pretty late.
We'll actually start next week having the trusting conversation.
Yes.
Because I know the Esme conversation, how that one gets triggered. It's actually a note, too. A lot of notes. We get tons of notes in this game. People just like feed us things. So we'll stop it here, actually. Start next week, please.
Our friends don't want us to be around anymore.
We'll lose one friend in game